Oh, you guys.
What do you expect?
Hail, adventurers! Alright. And welcome to the 49th episode of Dirty 20, an evening of laughter, drama, and adventure that we do call... Oh, fuck it, I fucked it again.
Bloopers.
It's a D&D podcast. Decide your dungeon master for the evening, and once again I'm joined by my colourful cast of characters. Thank you for your contribution. I had the tab changed, so I don't know who that was. So I will periodically interview each of you to find out who that was during the game. Does anyone have anything interesting coming up? Any, dare I say, projects?
I cut off the tip of my thumb yesterday.
You gonna clone yourself? Are you gonna clone yourself?
No, I was opening an Amazon package when my dog decided it would be a good idea to jump up at me. So, yeah, I have now.
Did it grow into a separate leafy?
Yeah,
Really?
No, I've just got a tip of my thumb missing now.
What? Show us.
Can we?
Wait, so did your dog eat it, or...?
Yes, get us banned off YouTube.
It's in the bin. So...
Your thumb is in the bin?
Why?
The tip of my thumb. Not my entire thumb.
No, but the tip of your thumb is in the bin.
Why'd you put it in the bin? Why
You cut the tip of your thumb off and put the end of it in the bin.
What else did he
Like a discarded...
Oh, I'm just gonna fucking...
I don't know,
Eat it.
get it sewed back on at the hospital.
I can't go to the hospital. Fucking coronavirus shit.
I mean, I think we're...
Well, I don't know, I'd rather...
I think for you.
I'm confused. I'm confused at how you cut it off. Did your dog bite it off, or?
No, I was opening an Amazon package with a knife.
Oh, I hope it was worth it.
Why were you using such a powerful knife from an Amazon package?
What was
using
in the
cat-based blades to open it?
It was the first
I'm seeing the first step in the problem here.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taken to this point for you to announce that. We've been talking for nearly an hour beforehand, and not once has that come up.
It didn't hurt. Because
it didn't hurt. It count.
No,
It's just a flesh wound.
I've shot myself multiple times at work.
You've
I've
shot
myself
yourself.
multiple times at work. At work.
Mate, that's like when people get shot, they don't feel it. They gotta be like, oh shit, I'm not feeling too good, Mr. Stark.
Well, aside from Leafy's missing thumb,
Only this hit.
does anyone else got anything interesting? No, any projects?
Stop.
No, okay. Yeah, let's move on from that one.
Next week I'll be missing.
Okay, Jesus. Oh my goodness, yeah, please don't start losing digits every episode. Please.
He's just
Send them
my way. Send them my way.
So without further ado, let's dive into today's episode of...
Wow. Oh my god. Absolutely clusterfuck of an intro.
So dirty, we took off a map.
Previously on Dirty 20. With the mystical orb in what you believe to be safe hands, Fera Carta used the magic of their new ally Arilla to teleport to Ravenwood, the hometown of Aria. After an awkward meeting with her mother, you took your rest for the evening. Awaking the next day, you took advantage of the luxuries offered, and for some of you, bathed for the first time in months. Whilst the rest of you scavenged for space to clean and relax, Aria headed for her parents' room. There she found a letter from a Dr. Tragan informing Leandra that the cause of Warren's illness was unknown and that many others in the town had been suffering from it. Taking breakfast, Leandra suggested that everyone return that evening for dinner. Then you could discuss your request. Until then, you were free to come and go as you pleased or wander the house. With purchases on your mind, you decided to head into town to do some afternoon shopping, Aria keen to show you around town. The first stop took you to the Raven's Perch, where a peacock Aarakocra tended the bar, to Gayak's delight. Whilst they traded stories, Aria reunited with her twin, Toby. The two jabbed and laughed, and he agreed to come to the evening's dinner. The rest of the day saw Storm peruse a local bookshop, a visit to the Sharpened Dancer, where a lizard folk was keen to offer training, and the rather intimidating venture to Minnie's mixtures to procure healing potions. Your purses sated, you returned to the house to relax in time for the evening's events. Back at the estate, as the rest of you took interest in the collection of tomes, Aria found herself unable to resist breaking into a locked door, especially after the words of her mother telling her to keep out. Inside, all seemed normal, albeit not touched for some time. That was until she found a secret door leading to an underground room. Built into the foundations of the manor, Warren's private room lay. Decorating the walls were elements of the Allurers Guild, files and papers signed by Guildmasters G and R, and a strange detective-like board appearing to be investigating the fire of Perchstead Manor. Overwhelmed by the sight, Aria slumped into a chair, her eyes crossing to a sheet of paper on the desk. A note signed from Warren Ravenwood. It spoke of how he had been investigating the deaths of his friend Gerano's wife, and that the trail had run cold. He wrote of his hopes that his daughter would forgive him and one day find her true father. Aria, as you sit in the darkness, silence lingering as your eyes burn through the piece of paper in your hands, an ocean of questions pour into your mind. What do you wish to do?
Freak out!
I'd forgotten that's where it ended.
What a crazy ending.
Shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I think I rolled well on investigation, so I think I found everything that's in here, right?
The
You rolled
to the best of your knowledge.
24.
Yeah, you did, yeah. 24.
Okay, so if there's nothing else to find, yeah, I think she would just sit there in silence and be like, what the fuck, for a bit. Snap herself out of it eventually. Take a deep breath. I'm gonna take that letter. And wait, did you say there was like a conspiracy theory looking board?
Yeah, like looks. I mean, yes-ish, but
Okay,
it's
but
more
that's
of
kind
like,
of like what it looks like.
detective looking.
But
Yeah.
did you say there was a drawing on it of a man, a woman, and a child?
Just a man and a woman. The man looks almost identical to the man you know as Mayfly, King Mayfly. There is another drawing of.
I feel like that description was left out last week.
No, it absolutely
No,
wasn't.
no.
You don't know how many times I've watched back this scene.
I must have been too in shock. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The revelation is just coming all over again.
Oh my god. I missed that
and-
completely. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
It's alright. And in addition, there is an old looking drawing of what you believe to be Perchstead Manor.
Yeah. I'm going to take the letter that I was reading, and I'm going to take the drawing of the man and the woman, and then I'm going to head back out.
So, the rest of you. You've been perusing through the books in the library for about 10-15 minutes or so. Do you know what? I'm going to ask you this now because I keep forgetting to ask you. I need to change this up anyway. Yeah, I need to know what your guys' passive perceptions are.
I knew it.
Right, let's
I
go,
knew it.
always
let's go
forget
round.
to
Let's
change
go
it.
round.
Okay, Storm, what's yours?
Mine is a base old little 13.
Okay, yours is the same. Alistair.
Mine is a 14.
14 now, okay. Should probably change these up anyway. Gaia.
Also a measly 13.
Okay, Aria.
17.
17,
Wow.
yep. Kensei.
Wow.
14.
Thank you, expertise.
14, okay. Alistrine is a 17 as well.
That's a beefy. Is yours expertise?
I think that's 7.
Mine's gone up because, with thanks to expertise, yeah.
We've got big anime eyes.
Jeez.
Big
And the rest? Or...
Don't, please don't. His would be so high right now. He'd have the highest, I'm sure.
Wait, what was his before? Like 16?
So, Alistrine, you're kind of, you're looking around and you read through that small book. And you're looking around, but you can't see Aria. Last time you saw her, she was kind of in the vicinity of the door that leads towards her father's private study.
Just gonna,
I mean, you've not seen her for about 10 minutes or so.
just gonna peek my head around the door, see if. Okay.
Okay. I believe you closed the door. I don't believe you locked it, did you?
No, I locked it because I didn't want anyone following me. I think.
Okay.
I swear I did. Because he told me it was just a lever, so I thought, yeah, I'll shut it.
That was to the bookcase.
Oh, right. Oh, the door to the office?
The door to the office.
I didn't specify, but I probably would have shut it. Because I didn't want no one
Okay.
being Snoopy. While I'm being Snoopy.
Other than you.
No, Snoopy.
Okay. So, would you have locked it? I mean, you probably would have needed to have locked it again because it would have been a key. So it wouldn't be a case of just locking it again. You'd have had to go back in and lock it with thieves' tools.
I didn't specify. I just went into the room.
Okay, I'll say that I'll say that the door to the office is unlocked. So, Alistrine, are you peeking in?
Yeah, just like poking my head around the door, see if she's okay. Like.
You open the door, look, and you can see the office. To your left at the very end is a window. This painting of a younger looking Warren Ravenwood, a desk, a series of bookshelves, some like general seating, some armchairs and the like. No Aria though.
I'm just gonna like call her. Aria? Aria, you in there?
Aria, you hear nothing. No response.
I'm gonna actually like walk into the office and have a look around, see if I'm being blind, so I can look for her.
The rest of you can hear Alistrine. I mean, you're not that far away, and it's pretty quiet in the library. Sound carries.
Weren't we told not to go into? Was it just Ari that was told, or us that was also told?
Just in general, like you guys in general, not to go in.
Yes, aren't we supposed to not go into there?
When have we ever done as we're told, Alistair? When have we ever done that?
And when have we ever been in other people's houses?
Many times.
Hey,
I'm talking about people in this group's houses.
I just see no difference.
I've certainly not been in a house this big before.
Are we missing out the fact that Aria is gone?
Yeah.
Have you checked the window?
But also in a safe place. If she's gone, she couldn't have gone far. She's gone home. She's probably just enjoying herself for once. Not every time a person disappears, it's not going to be just life or death. Sometimes people just want to enjoy themselves.
That sounds like somebody you.
The bookcase opens. And Aria is there. I believe you said you were heading up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Aria appears behind the bookcase. You can now see them all kind of stood in the centre of the not all of them, but certainly Alistair and Alistrine in the middle of the study, kind of having a kind of a heated discussion, shall we say?
Or she's hiding behind a bookcase.
That bookcase ate Aria.
What are you doing?
It's a mimic.
Just locked the other door. Yeah, that's a rookie mistake on my part. Is everyone in here?
Just me and
Yeah.
Alice.
Just
I think everyone's
Me and Alistrine in the doorway, and probably everyone else probably.
Whoever said they were going
Everyone
in.
else being like, hey, what the fuck is
We're
going
going
on?
to shut the door. I mean, we can hear the conversation. Can we see them from where?
I mean, you can hear this conversation. Like,
Yeah.
you heard Alistair and Alistrine's conversation. They're not necessarily being quiet.
No.
And like I said, sound carries. It's you're in a library.
Did anyone see you enter this room?
Only the people in the library.
Who are the people in the library?
Fera Carta. Ew, what's wrong?
Yeah.
There's so many things wrong right now. I go up to the office door and I shut it, and I'm gonna just lean against it, with my back against it, and I'll point to the bookcase and I'll be like, "Keep on yourself."
Can I go down?
Just you two, because you
Is
said
it just
you were
us
in
three?
there. So yeah,
Or
but
that-
I'm leaning against the office door so that no
Okay.
one can just barge in. I kind of just slump down and sit with my back against the door.
Okay, can I go down there and see what's going on?
You can. Is it just you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go down there as well.
Okay. You head down.
going down there as well.
You go down about 20 foot down down some steps, just behind this bookcase. Come into a small room. I believe both of you have dark vision and can see in there.
Yeah.
The same thing that Aria saw. A suit of like leather shrouded armor just to the right of the doorway. This symbol on the side, Alistrine, you recognise it. It's the symbol of the Allurers Guild. You see some file cabinets. You see that same like conspiracy board desk with some papers on it.
Shit.
Does it allude to the theory that I have? Is there anything that alludes to the theory that I've had about Mayfly? Or is it
I mean, do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around.
You
obviously.
can't see
Yeah.
the drawing because I took it.
Yeah, that's you took this drawing and the letter, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go back
Make
up
an
and leave Alistair to do what he's doing.
Okay. So roll me an investigation check.
Oh,
It's a shame.
ooh, fuck.
It's what it is. You look around.
Please.
A lot of it is written in Val-Aeria. You don't understand the language. You kind of see images and things you recognise as names, I guess. You know the symbol. You've seen the symbol before. You've been at Mayfly's guild, but you knew that was the Allurers Guild. That's not necessarily anything new.
Yeah, they're
You
connected.
knew that they were connected. Nothing new that jumps out to you that reassures any kind of theory or new information.
Would I be able to make the connection between what my theory is about Mayfly and potentially Aria's weird reaction, or is that just off the table?
I feel like it's probably a bit of a leap. You could be suspicious. I would say that it's something weird has happened, and maybe there's something strange going on. But I would say that's probably a leap.
Okay.
Without the image of seeing Mayfly, there's nothing that ties it to him specifically, other than that guild symbol.
Yeah, I'm gonna, after I finish investigating, start making my way back up.
Okay. Alistrine comes through the doorway, the bookcase doorway, back into the room. Alice is still downstairs looking around.
So your father's part of the Laura's Guild?
Part of it runs it, I don't know. But what is very evident is that my father is not the person I thought he was.
I mean, no, never mind. You don't. You seem more rattled than you normally are.
This is a big thing, Alistrine. I've been in this room before, and believe me, I've tried to snoop because I knew there had to be something in here. He would never leave me alone long enough to get a good look. So when I found these, went to the bookcase, I kind of knew as soon as it opened that I wasn't going to like what I found behind it. But it has left me more confused. There's a little bit of anger, obviously, but I am just so very, very confused.
How do we help you?
I don't know. I am contemplating how to tackle this. I don't know whether I should just attack head on, corner my mother and see, answer me, or I should use this advantage with my knowledge of this and just say nothing. It's complex. I really don't know. At the end of the day, we are here for a reason. We need to speak to my mother about how we could into Queen Cecilia. Perhaps. I'm still calling her my mother. Wow.
I think this is a very bad idea, but
I love bad ideas.
Did you happen to take any information that we could possibly blackmail your parents with?
I did not. That's actually a very good idea. I didn't think of doing that. There are some documents down there that we possibly could use if you'd like to.
Might be useful to have on our side should your mother turn unfriendly.
Oh, I'd love to see the look on her face. God damn it, you have convinced me. Alright. I'm gonna go back down real quick.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna grab one of the signed documents about that was about trade, that had thousands of gold worth of trade stuff in it from the Pit Guild, and just take one of them.
Okay, right, note that down.
Alright.
So I think I come through the bookcase and I just see Ari just run back down. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
hi Alistair. Hi Alistair.
I file
what's my
that
call
under
there?
incriminating shit.
family document.
Trading,
The
Thief
family
Guild trading
business.
document? Or
Blackmail
Laura's
document.
Guild? Laura's
Uh,
Guild trading
I-
document. Is that what it is?
it's yeah, write it down like that. That's not exactly what it is. It's more of it's more of
Report.
Is it an invoice?
yeah, it's like
A Laura's Guild
laundering. Yeah. laundering stolen gold,
Yeah.
essentially.
Records.
Report of
Well,
stolen gold.
Money
There you go.
making.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I guess.
Cool. I've got that down.
May I ask what I'm talking about stream? What's his down there? Because this is why it's like taking stuff.
Something that we can use to our advantage. I know that it might sound cruel to her mother of all people, but you saw the way she reacted to her when we first came. I think it would be wise if we had something to encourage her to help us. Should she choose not to, of course. Only if it comes to desperate circumstances.
Alright.
It's a very good idea. Let us, yes?
All the while, Ken say,
Just a bad, weird reaction from Aria, that's all.
"Are we still
Like,
looking
no.
through the?"
Yeah, the rest of you are all in the other room.
I like to think they're like ears up against the door.
I'm gonna open the door and like beckon everybody inside quickly and
I
I'll
know.
shut the door.
I only
so
heard bits of that.
Okay. I don't know, waddle in.
I'm
They're having a moment.
Waddle waddle.
Oh, we're all in here now.
I guess.
we're all-
Yeah, everyone. I think, unless anyone's
Oh,
not coming
no.
into the room.
Hey, we're in
I
here
mean,
now.
please make sure you shut the
Just
office
stand
door,
out there
please.
awkwardly.
I shut the office door.
Are we supposed to be in here?
Absolutely not, Gaiek. But feast your eyes, and again,
Absolutely not.
I point to the bookcase.
It just looks like a secret bookcase. What's
A secret bookcase.
Just an ordinary secret
to
bookcase.
analyze that sentence, Thorn. A secret bookcase.
yes,
More
I would have expected to see one of these here. Would you not? Is it not somewhere for nobles to hide? If there is,
As I was saying to Alastrin, I had my suspicions, but my father would never leave me alone in here long enough for me to find anything. He's very, very protective of this room. And of course, then I ran away, and I didn't care about coming back for a while, so I never found it. I didn't know there was an it.
what's
Makes-
inside?
See for yourself. And again, I'm just gonna lean my back against the door so we don't get any visitors.
I'm gonna go have a little personal
Yeah.
look around as well.
I'm gonna follow Storm down.
Okay. You say
I've
what I've
got
described
something
before.
Yeah, everyone's in here.
So we can't read most of the documents, right?
Unless you've
Okay.
It's
got.
in a different language.
Do I know what language is it?
Good point.
I mean, they could probably hazard a guess.
Yeah, I think you've probably seen the scripture of it around and about town. So I say yeah. I'd say you know that it's. You have an inkling it's Val-Aeria.
So we don't necessarily learn anything new because we already knew her father had connections with the Allurers Guild, right?
Nope.
I
We
didn't
didn't.
even know that.
No,
Nope.
we didn't. That's the revelation.
Oh.
Mayfly,
That's
I thought
Oh.
Mayfly said he knew his father. He said he didn't have like a strong.
He
Yeah,
said
he
he
never
said he
said how
knew
he
him.
knew him.
But he didn't. They weren't like best buds. They just knew each
Okay.
other.
And he told you
Okay.
that, and then you told me that, but you never told anybody else in the group about that conversation.
Oh, I was talking about a different conversation.
Oh, right.
Not the.
Not the blackmail conversation.
No.
Okay.
So?
cool,
Yeah, I'm gonna head back up.
Yeah, I'll come back up as well.
Okay.
So, about this blackmail idea. It's a very
blackmail.
bad idea.
Why are we blackmailing?
Well, it is a plan B. We are to have dinner with my mother this evening, and we are here on business to ask her how we can get an audience with Queen Cecilia. That is why we are here. The blackmail is just in case she ever decides to get funny with us. But I don't want to stoop. I'm going to say I don't want to stoop that low, but it is just an option if things do not go our way.
It's a safety net.
Yes, a safety net.
And what are we blackmailing her with?
I show them the document. It is a signed report about stolen goods,
I see.
and by my father.
So your family has connections, proper connections with the Laura Guild, then?
It is what that room suggests. My father has been keeping more than one secret from me, it seems.
Got all parents
Again, I'm
who
still
think
calling
this
him my
way.
father, jeez.
I mean, he's the man who raised you.
Raised me. If you want to call it that.
But none of this alludes to who your actual
Well, he has been your father.
parent is, right?
He's been a guardian,
Don't
and I have
parents,
referred to
mix
him
with
as father when around other people.
Don't parents protect their children?
To be fair to myself, I didn't really need protecting.
As a child?
Pretty good at hiding. And then I learned to fight, so, you know.
Where did you learn to fight from?
My tutor, Jask. Have I not mentioned her?
The tutors that your father introduced you to.
Yes, alright, Kensei. I see where you're going with this. But it wasn't my father who taught me anything. It was all Jask.
Agreed. But my point is, he saw fit to make sure you were able to protect yourself.
Ugh. Why do you have to see every angle and make me feel bad about it, Kensei?
I'm just trying to get you to think.
It is a good point.
I hope you know, Kensei, that once we find one single nugget of information about you, I will be picking you apart.
Should we just not have this conversation in a room we're not
Yes,
supposed
can
to be?
we should really not be in here, and I'd rather not know we were in here. I mean, my father will know, but he's bedbound, so let us leave, please. I just wanna,
Lock everything up.
yeah, I wanna make it look like I gotta close the bookcase, put the book back, retrace every step I took in the office, make sure it doesn't look like it's been disturbed, and then before we leave, just poke my head through a crack and just see if there's anyone in the library.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check.
Make sure they're.
Urgent.
Memory of putting things back where they were, I guess.
Yep. I mean, intelligence not my highest. Ooh.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Rough job.
Especially,
I'm in shock.
I may not be returning this book anytime soon.
Oh, you can take what you want from the library. I don't care about it.
Well, this is good to hear.
Take it all, Storm.
Take it all.
Take it all.
Just empties an entire bookcase into his bag.
And yeah,
I
I
can
just
hold
want to
them.
make sure that there's no one in the library, so they can't see us leaving the office.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Better.
Okay, you don't see anyone.
All right.
Seems pretty quiet.
Okay. I just tell them to all go, and then fucking act natural.
Pick up the
Okay.
book.
If we act natural, it will look weird. So how about we
That
act
is very
unnatural?
true. And then I'll shut the door. Did you say it has to be relocked?
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay. And I'll close the door and relock it.
Okay.
If I know how. Can I even do that?
Locks.
Is that a thing I can do?
Yep, I've said you can.
Alright, okay, cool, done.
God has spoken.
I've spoken.
I have spoken.
Okay.
So,
Well-
what about dinner then?
Oh, it's going to be very interesting.
Is
Aria, might I give you some advice?
Please.
Right.
Your relationship with your mother is volatile. So, my advice to you is to please keep your cards close to your chest.
Oh, I will. I take great joy in knowing things that others do not and holding it over them. It would only be if it was awry.
So we're not going
This
in
is
all
gonna-
guns blazing then.
I have told my mother when we talked this morning that I would be civil with her for the sake of my companions. So I will
So we're not
watch my
gonna-
mouth.
So we're not going to have another impromptu ocarina concert, are we?
Although I would really I'd love to see that stuff just for the look on my mother's face.
I am pretty sure that she is growing to the sound of the ocarina.
I see Storm reaching for the ocarina. I'm just
Storm, I think you should play it
back
again.
down.
There will
But-
be festivities soon, correct? You said?
Yes, there is a. It is the time of year that we have. I forget the pronunciation. Bear with me. Aria just stops like T poses.
Do you have any kind of
Let me just check my inventory.
is
Yeah.
there
When we just start going in slow motion.
I'll type it in the chat for you and then I'll say it. 'cause
are there
you-
any musical elements to the festivities? Maybe
Oh my
Please,
gosh,
no,
lots.
Storm, you are not playing ocarina at a balloon festival.
It is.
Wha-
It is.
Why not?
Because
Storm,
it's
I
treasure.
personally would love to hear it.
Of course you love it. You have the musical's taste of a bird.
And I just look at her, very confrontational, and all my feathers just stand up.
That's
Is there-
offensive.
Oh, how very Stellarian of you.
Is there any dress code for this dinner? Or
So, just to answer your question, it is the time of year that we celebrate Fiera dei Morti, which is the Fair of the Dead. So that will be happening
Ooh.
soon. So I don't know whether we will be here for it. Unfortunately, it is my favorite holiday. But that is soon, so you would expect a lot of music. Yes. As for
Yes.
tonight, you can dress up if you want to. I'm sure my brothers have left some clothes here. You could borrow, but it's entirely up to you.
I was just wondering if it was a formality because I'm not a big
If
fan.
it is, I certainly do not care for it.
Will your mother throw us out if we come dressed in anything other than a black gown?
I think my mother would love to throw me out. Secretly, she would never say that though. You're in a foreign land, you may not know the customs. I'm sure she won't be too offended. I can ask her if you really want.
No, please. Please, no.
I said, I mean, I don't have any desire to dress up, but if you all want to, then I will.
Being
My feathers are beautiful enough.
They are, Gaia. They are.
Try to imagine
Right,
Storm in a ball gown. It just wouldn't suit him.
I think you could pull it off.
Shall not be changing my attire.
We've all bathed, so that's always good. At least we have bathed.
Yes. Alistrine's gaze.
The fan art
Yes, we
begins
did.
to
Yeah,
appear.
Arya looks at Alistair and winks when she says that.
Does anyone of us see that?
Hiding it.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh god.
The gates.
What are you guys looking at?
I'm blushing.
You.
There could be worse things to stare at, you know. Alright. What time of day is it now?
It is currently 4 in the afternoon. You've got a couple of hours to kill before twilight when the dinner is set.
Alright. Alright.
Let's go play
Where?
tag in the garden.
Oh my god, let's play hide and seek!
Yay!
No, that is unfair. And you will disappear.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, me and Alice will be gone.
And one of you can literally turn invisible.
He's not I will.
I
It's
won't shoot, I
broken.
promise. Hands behind my back.
It's like challenging a fish to a running race.
Yes. What would you guys like to do? We have a little time before dinner.
Tell me about Fiera de Morti, is it?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Tell
Let
us
me
about
just
Val-Aeria's
sleep again
Halloween.
for a moment.
Fear them or te.
Let me just get my handbook.
Let me just get my personal handbook. So it is the fair of the dead. It is where we remember our lost ones. You know, giving you kind of like Dia de los Muertos vibes, you know. Let me just tipple. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, that's what I usually say.
I go to Gaiak. I just turn to Gaiak. I like your hair.
Oh god. Guy just leans over to Alistair and picks something out of his hair and just.
So,
That was
Fiera de Morti, as I say, is the fair of the dead. Basically, we respect the loved ones that have passed away, and it is our belief that on this day spirits return to bring us gifts or wisdom. But we have to be careful because also evil spirits can return as well. But that is why a lot of the townsfolk you may see are wearing colorful costumes and masks, and that is basically to confuse the evil spirits and like scare them off. So it's a lot of
Might end up in a,
food and singing and dancing. It is my favorite holiday.
have to be careful. You might end up in a Disney movie where you have to do a lot of singing.
I mean, you know, and there's a
we should just wear colourful clothing.
there's a group of performers in Ravenwood. They're called the Midnight Players. They always do a fantastic performance every year.
Are they all looking for maybe a backup
Say that again.
instrumentalist? Are they looking for maybe a backup instrumentalist?
I mean, I could ask them if I mean they're always happy for newcomers, you know.
This is Storm's endgame, just trying to be a famous ocarina player.
They are
He's
some
like
of the
a couple
best.
levels above.
I will warn you though.
No.
I will warn you. They are some of the best performers I've ever seen, and they have high standards.
I am sure I will go beyond their standards.
I think Storm's just gone from being this wisecracking.
Hey, he's loosening up. We're going effect on him. Cute. So yes, I mean I don't know if we'll be here for it. We do have pressing matters, but it would be fun, you know.
How long away is it?
How long
Do you know
away
how
is
long
it?
away it is?
I think you said a couple of days, didn't you?
Let me ask the gods.
I put it in the chat if anyone wants to know how it's spelled.
Fiera de Muerti.
If we can, I would
Uh,
like to attend.
I believe it's 3 days away.
It
Oh,
is.
that's a bit.
It is
it's
a few
bit
days away, but people start preparing for it for like weeks because they want it to be fabulous.
Including today? Is that including today?
So not tomorrow, not the day after, but the day after that.
Okay.
Right.
So like third day from tomorrow.
Which day tomorrow, the day after that, then it's the end.
So we could potentially.
Wait.
potentially stay,
We
depending
want
on
to
how well
get into a
talks go.
large group of people again. Remember the last time we were in a large group of people in a city? Do you remember what happened? Oh yes, the entire city burned down.
Oh,
I like to think we've improved since then,
You know the friends, the people who
and we were
murderers.
fighting a literal woman who could burst into flames.
Yes, I doubt we're going to start picking fights with party goers unless.
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking.
Unless one of them
unless
is
you-
Camilla.
You speak of this
I was gonna say next time.
Camilla a lot. Are you Sure,
I was going to
she
say
is
unless
dealt
you
with.
get drunk, but never mind.
I mean, I don't think we're sure about anything when it comes to Camilla. She's full of surprises.
Well, if the theory is correct, she is definitely held up somewhere. So she's not a problem to us anymore, at least.
Not an immediate problem, anyway.
Plus, it would be fun to just sit back and
Have some fun.
potentially, yeah, have some. I didn't want to say it in case it doesn't happen, but
We are allowed
know.
to have fun every now and then.
I think it's deserved. The shit we've gone through.
How do people pay respects to their dead?
Any way they can. People set up little shrines with like drawings and candles, or they leave little small gifts, you know.
Are your customs not the same as they are like in my homeland? You do not commit the bodies to the sky.
No, we're traditional in the burial of our dead. Yeah.
That is similar to how we would pay respects to our dead.
How do you commit them to the sky?
Yes, I'm
Yep.
very intrigued by that.
You put it in a catapult and you shoot it up into the sky.
You bring it.
It is not as elaborate as that, but more that you take the corpse to the top of the mountain.
Oh.
Hey, I saw the door open. I saw the door open. And
LJ, I didn't realize.
Where's the rest of that sentence going? Do you lob them off or? Like...
You take them. No,
I will finish it after I eat this pizza.
Mental.
what happens is they are committed to the highest peaks of the dunes, and they are cut into small pieces for the vultures and carrion to take them in and distribute them into the world.
Like the circle of life, yes?
Started off so peaceful.
I take that back. That is nothing like how we dispose of our dead.
Jay,
believe that-
I
I
both
like
live
the
in
catapults
awe and
better.
awe and fear of your mind sometimes.
Well, anyway, I no, sorry, go on.
No,
I have
Psionics are barbaric. Goodness me. Like,
psionics are
But
very
man, that's
intriguing.
literally it's Buddhist sky burial. Can you remember?
Probably.
Yeah, can you remember when Buddhism sky burials?
I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
I think you mean Native American.
No, it's Buddhist. It's in Tibet.
That sounds, yeah.
Ooh.
Tibet.
No,
It's
you're right.
sky
It
burials.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole thing.
The more you
I-
know.
My mind may
The
be a
more
bit
you
mad,
know.
but sometimes there's some method in my madness.
I have a couple of ideas. We could kill time before dinner.
Just
So-
get some mayonnaise.
Okay. Idea number. Wait, Ewan, would Arya know where the Perched Head Manor was? Perched Head?
Would you know where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's on the map.
I know.
Oh, I realised
Yeah.
I haven't changed the map
I
over.
just saw it. We could go and check out this manor that apparently burned down, because I'm very interested to see what remains. 2, we could go and see if the Midnight players are fascinated by Storm's ocarina playing skills.
No, absolutely.
Or 3, I could show you guys the edge of the Ravenwood. Maybe we could dip our toe in.
I
I'm
like the sound of
wasting
that.
time until dinner.
I quite like the idea of going into a creepy mansion that's been burnt down.
Oh yes, right before the Festival of the Dead. That's a really good idea. When the spirits everywhere. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Okay,
All we need to do is dress up in colourful clothing and we're fine.
guys, I just
Just
got
take-
to
just
grab
take
some
Zed with
something.
us.
I'll be right back, but you guys let me know what you decide. BRB.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Everyone's disappearing.
Oh, damn it. Arya's
This
playing hide
wasn't
and
in their
seek again.
contracts.
Arya's playing hide and seek. Quick.
Oh, to be honest, I was literally just gonna like waste time until it was dinner. Like,
Can switch to fuck about mode. Here we go.
Well, we can either look at a creepy manor, watch Storm embarrass himself, or go to a woods.
Which one's the creepy manor?
The
Perch Dead? Yeah, Perch Dead.
Perch Dead
first
Manor.
stage manor. Yeah.
I'm
Perch
actually
Dead.
very interested now, Gaiek. How do they bury or send people off?
It is a 4-day ceremony, nothing like storms.
This is the catapult.
Great,
And the
thank
Pacifics.
you. I've learned so much.
Alright. We would take 16 feathers from the deceased, and for 4 days, 4 of us would stand on the 4 peaks closest to the clan, and we would release one each evening, and on the second day, we would bury them on the highest peak.
That's quite civilized, actually.
Yes, nothing like cutting them up and feeding them to the beasts.
Oh, well, in our culture we burn them, so...
I think you're muted, Jay, or your mic's not working.
He's having a munch.
Some may consider it barbaric, others may consider it giving back to the world that created us.
I understand that.
I even think sometimes another cockroach would come by.
Guy just gets flat to what he thought he was eating, but it's actually changed. Oh, God.
Wait, did you say sometimes an Aarakocra would come by?
Yeah. No, I don't
I
know.
thought you said you thought that they might.
Oh,
But
cockroach just pops by and just eats one of the
Oh my
kids.
eating fucking
Christ.
dead.
That's
Can I
I'm
be
pretty
can I be
hungry.
canon? Can I be canon?
No.
Aarakocras eat
Vulture
dead
Aarakocra.
tabaxis.
So,
Well, Stormy,
what
better
you
watch out.
what are you deciding to do?
So sometimes, you know, I said that
We're
we-
debating whether an Aarakocra eating a tabaxi would be cannibalism.
Right, so it's not Storm playing in the ocarina, that is not an option, no. Dead Manor or going to a woods or pissing about.
I feel like all
It
of
was
those options
about-
out there should be pissing about.
Yes, we could piss about whilst we're doing one of the 2 options.
What is the story of this Perchhead Manor again?
It burned down.
Oh, recently.
Is oh god, it's not here to answer my questions. Damn it.
Um,
Let's pretend it's like. Well, you see, I can't say. This is what the.
Oh god, this is giving me flashbacks to the session when you actually played her.
Oh my god,
Oh
when you
God.
played her,
Oh no.
When I came within a pubic hair's worth of getting her killed, yes.
that was
That
Mm.
that was a session where we realised we need like a woman in a fucking session. He was like, we can't have a
Prevent us
session
from
just
doing
all-
stupid shit.
yeah, I think I made it a rule that we can't play a game unless, you know, if it's all men, we can't, because it just descends into absolute fucking anarchy.
But this is when I was a spider and
To
I
be
got
fair.
cracked.
No, this
No,
was the
no, no.
session after.
No, that was
This is the
the,
session
no,
where
this was
they've
the
got
session where Rusty
fireballs.
almost got fire.
I
Rusty
remember
almost got
seeing.
anti-air count at the sky.
I remember seeing the spoilers without context for that session because it's when I wasn't playing, and just
Yeah.
I was reading through the conversation like, what the fuck happened?
It was insane.
That was when Rusty got fireballed.
Fireballed. Crazy.
He just grew wings and flew off, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm just stuck here now.
The only time he ever did it as well.
Well, yeah, to be fair, he did.
Anyway, sorry. Back to
We
reality.
decided.
Well, we decided we're not going to do the storm thing. How close is the manor to the Ravenwoods?
I don't want to be late for dinner, that's all. If it's going to be 2 hours and we find a bunch of stuff there, this is out of character by the way. If we find a bunch of stuff there and then we're late for dinner and we don't actually get to see Celia, which is, you know, what we're here for, by pissing off. This is Ravenwood. And
Well, that's what the blackmail's for.
How long would it take for
we
us to
don't
get there and
wanna
back?
resort to that.
How long would it take to get just to the edge of the Ravenwood and back?
Probably, I'd say the better part of an hour.
Oh, only
Because
an hour.
it's not just out of the city. You come out of the town. Sorry, you come out of the gates of the town, and then you're going through. You're going through vineyards along the edge of the forest.
How long would it take
Or the
us
woods.
to get to Perchstead? Back.
I mean, to get from where you are there, probably under about 20 minutes.
Okay.
But I mean, depends what like if you stay there, obviously it's going to be longer.
Yeah.
But they're staying there and looking around as well. Time.
Yeah. Just means we have to be strict with ourselves and be quick.
They
It was
read
just
or
suggestions. I'm happy to do whatever.
we take these new books we have found and we play the ocarina and it will be fine.
Aria, what is it about Perchstead Manor? I know it burned down, but
What's the story?
why would we go there?
For more clues. There is something
That
I
is
found.
not helpful.
There's something I found in that room that leads me to believe there may be more clues there, if there's anything left.
What are we looking for?
Anything about me?
Okay, so if we do go to Perch Manor and we do find something, you think it's a good idea to do it right before we have to have a civil dinner with your family?
It was just a suggestion. I mean, I would like to go there at some point, but we are here for business, so we could just go to the Ravenwoods and I could show you guys. It was just a suggestion.
I find it hard to believe that you find anything there.
I think we should just wait until dinner and then do
Or
Perchstead.
we can just wait and chill at the house. It was just
Yeah.
suggestions, guys.
How long do we actually have until we're
Feel like four.
meant to meet?
When is it twilight?
2.5 hours. Sunsets around 6:30.
We just chill at the house. It's fine.
Yeah. If there's something there, like if we have to fight something and then come back and we're all gross and bloody. We still have to look at the very least presentable, Alistair. I don't
If
want
we
to be
return bloody,
bloody.
they may appreciate the colours.
The DM might not have thought about that.
I prefer the mask.
Of course you do. You've bathed in.
I look at Kensei.
Oh yeah, the fucking moss in the fucking ears. Shit. Alright, so if we're not doing anything, I'm just gonna chill out in my room then, I guess.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay.
Is there
Um,
in the room that I'm staying in? Is there like a balcony? Like when the window opens, is it like a not a balcony, but like leads onto like a part of a roof?
not from your guest bedrooms. No.
Ah,
There are balconies, but not as part of the guest bedroom, unfortunately.
I'll
it's
probably
not even
find
a
a
part
knife.
where like, the window's open. You can the roof. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, there's the window, and then there's the slope of the roof, like under the window. It's not like that. It's not.
Yeah. You
So I could potentially
no, it
window and
is
lay on the roof.
the roof isn't exactly like that.
Okay,
No,
fair enough.
it's much more. It's not like a deep angled roof. It's like quite a shallow flat one, and it's above the level that you were on.
Fair enough.
I think if we're killing some time, I'm gonna take some time to myself and just like head outside the manor and just fly like as high as I possibly can and just feel like the wind between my feathers and just fly.
Okay, nice. You soar around, flying through the warm air, which gradually gets colder and colder the higher you go. How high are you going?
As high as I possibly can, like
Icarus.
higher than I've probably been during this campaign.
you go further and further as the ground becomes mist as you enter through clouds. You feel the gradual shortness of breath as the oxygen level gets lower and lower, and you push yourself to the extreme until your lungs burn. Woof, and dive back down through the clouds, the ground opening up in front of you, the mountains in the distance, this expansion of purple that reaches to the end of your vision, and the flatlands and rolling hills that lead out to an ocean that you can see just on the horizon, the restless, the Great West Sea, which is, you can see like these perpetual storm clouds crackling and flashes of lightning hundreds of miles in the distance, and as you come down, that disappears beyond the curvature, and
Beautiful. Yeah, I just
eventually found your landing.
Yeah, I just dive back down, and then for the rest of the time I have left, I'm just gonna kind of like just soar at speed around Ravenwood.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know whether to do it now.
Okay, so as you're flying round, you can see festivities being set up in kind of like major spaces within the city, like marketplaces and whatnot, kind of preempting events throughout Fiera de Morti, like stages being built in these kind of public places. You also see what appears to be someone almost like Monty Python-esque, dragging a cart around, and there are bodies in the back.
Oh.
And you see a couple of them, people kind of throwing bodies, and you notice that particularly strongly in Trunktown.
Oh god, can I just near one of these wagons? Can I just land on the roof and land on a roof nearby and see if I can hear what's going on, or any like
Sure,
speed?
roll a perception check.
I was looking for a dice then. What is going on?
Wait, what if this is the plague?
I want to roll
What
dice.
if it's that plague?
Find us all the way here from Cincinnati.
Oh, fuck's sake. That plague.
Thrisk got the cure in his
19.
body.
God.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's a
Okay.
good roll.
You perch on the side of a building and listen in nearby one of the carts, as you can see this man in this long dark brown robe, this kind of like almost like raven like mask, kind of like Plague Doctor-esque, but much larger, as they kind of, two of them pick up this corpse and just throw it onto this pile of maybe 12 or so other bodies. You can overhear a bit of conversation. Roll me an insight check.
Okay. Oh, my insight isn't very good. Oh, 16.
Okay. Right, so they're speaking Verlamese.
Ah.
You don't understand the language, but you kind of, as soon as you realise you don't understand the language and what they're saying, you begin to try and read their gestures and their expression. One of them seems kind of distraught and agitated. The other, the two gentlemen that are throwing the body, one of them is now speaking to the individual that brought this body out. This almost calm and melancholic demeanour. It's the gentleman that brought out the body. His expression is one of sadness, but there is an element of expectance, almost like it's not a surprise.
Fuck.
But nonetheless, it hurts. Whoever this gentleman was to the deceased. Obviously, it was some kind of close relationship.
Fuck.
It's hard to really make out the intricacies of the conversation. But yeah, you get the impression from the other guys that this is something routine.
Okay, knowing that like I can't really understand them, I want to like take note of sort of maybe like is there a lot of these carts, or is it just like one or two?
You've noticed at least 3 of them. Not all of them having the same amount of deceased in them, but you know they're kind of spread out. One you saw passing over Woodstep, and 2 of them were in Junktown, opposing ends.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back to the Ravenwood Manor.
Okay.
Interesting.
How about the rest of you?
I want to find Aria, see if I can get a favour.
Okay. Aria, what are you doing?
I probably would have found maybe any kind of big space, like if we had like a room where we had parties or something, and just wander around the house, really see what's changed, and then just kind of like walk about, dance around the house a bit, just chilling.
Okay. Okay. You wander around, and as you're... Oh my goodness, you okay?
Oh, Corona.
Alright, I choked on my drink.
Oh god, yes, please don't die. Would Jask have had an office of some kind or somewhere, or would she literally just have come to the house, taught me, and then left?
Taught you and left.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, just wandering around the house, chilling, seeing what's changed, what's still the same,
Okay. It all seems pretty much the same as when you left. You are wandering around the living space upstairs, where you congregated the morning before, when Alistair kind of comes up to you.
Oh, hello.
Yes, Aria. It's gonna sound weird, but you know your necklace, the lucky one.
Indeed.
May I borrow it? An hour or 2.
Oh my god.
I will give you a gift after.
Will I get it back?
You'll get the necklace back, I promise. I just want to try something.
What are you going to try? What are you doing? Can I watch?
I mean... Sure.
I promise not to tell anyone.
Actually, yeah, I think
Behind my back.
I think it'd be better if someone actually watches while I do that. That sounds weird. Yes.
It does not sound weird at all. Don't worry about it. That's weird at all.
So,
I will say though, Ewan I call it Lou's lucky charm because I think it's cute. Is it an item that needs to be attuned to?
Yes.
Right. So that's like
yeah, I'll
like
spend
an
an
hour.
hour.
You got an hour. You have to take an hour to attune to use
So
it.
we've got 2 hours, so I'll spend an hour.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll watch whatever that's about to happen.
Okay.
Okay, before I do it, I put it on, and after I've finished attuning to it, I just go, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but you might need to either lock me in my room or knock me out after.
Are we sure we want to do this in the house?
That's why I'm doing it in my room.
Alright.
Okay, and I fuck, I don't really want to do this in case I fail. Okay, it's just to make sure it's saving throws. It gives me advantage on, right?
Oh my god, I know what you're
It's
gonna
one.
fucking
It's
do.
not.
Oh
It's not
god damn
advantage.
it.
It's a luck point basically. It's one reroll of a saving throw.
I've got a
Yeah, you get to
feeling
reroll
I
the
know
saving
what's going
throw.
on as well.
I know what it is.
I'm kind of worried.
I have no
that's
idea
why
what's going
That's
on.
why I'm worried.
I
I
know.
mean, it's smart. To
I'm
do
excited.
Do it.
I'm excited.
I'm intrigued.
Do it.
You know.
I think this is backstory stuff, like crazy backstory stuff from ages.
He's gonna
I
curse
don't-
your necklace.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I just look at Aria and I'm like, promise me, whatever the fuck happens, you need to either lock me in this room or lock me out somehow.
Dang.
Do you want to do this now?
Now we've got some downtime. Now's the best place as any.
Oh my god. Okay. If I lose my necklace, I'm going to kill you, but...
You might have to anyway, so win-win.
Alistair, what is happening right now?
Something's extremely dumb. And I take out a book that I found
Yeah.
in Hags.
The flesh-covered,
Oh,
Uh,
oh my
flesh-covered
God.
tome of suffering.
Mhm.
And you're gonna take a read. Okay.
I look at Aria
Romy-
and I just feel like it's gonna start now.
Okay, roll me a wisdom
But
saving throw.
wait, no, I didn't go in the heart. I wouldn't know. I got bounced. I wouldn't know.
So you have one reroll.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
God
Okay.
damn.
So you open the book and begin to read across the strange and changing symbols and scripture on the inside, and you feel your mind being pulled and dragged as tendrils of madness kind of seem to seep into your mind, but you manage to resist the effects.
Whoa. Didn't even need
Hold on, I haven't used this in a while, so
think
give
it
me 1
was-
second.
An intelligence saving throw I had to make as well to remember it.
Aha. Intelligence saving throw. You.
So I have intelligence or charisma.
Okay, I need you to roll me. Shit, hold on, I need to figure this out for a second. I need you to roll me. Roll me a d12.
This is new. Fuck me. Okay.
D12.
1.
Oh.
Okay. Fuck's sake. Now you need to roll me an intelligence saving throw.
I'm gonna use the lucky necklace. So we roll that.
Okay. You begin to close the book. The book closes, and the memory of what you read begins to dissipate from your mind. All you can remember is the faint words "servus sanguine" in your mind.
Serve the blood.
That's not the worst thing that could happen. Could be much worse.
Service say what? Service saying.
Servus sanguine.
Do I know what that means, or is it just like?
In Abyssal, it literally translates to slave blood.
Slave blood. I take off the necklace and give it back to Aria. It didn't work.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to fix something, or see if I can fix something from earlier on.
What are you trying to fix?
I'll tell you later when I give you your gift after dinner.
Oh, is that a promise or a threat?
You can take it however you want. And
Okay.
then I put. Fuck off, Ewan!
You can't.
And I put the book back, and I just. When Aria leaves, I just
You guys have done this to me.
slump down. I'm just like, fuck.
Can I have my necklace back?
Yeah, I've given it back to you.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
So,
The rest of the time, I'm just there, just like trying to remember, but
okay. Storm. Guy already did something. Storm, Kensei, and Alistrine. Is there anything you wish to do with the short 2 hours you have before dinner?
Yes. Get in my room with my book, make some loud noises. Get my
Play some ocarina. No.
get my get my crystals out. Actually no. Can I go to my window? And can I see the roof from my window?
No, it's above you.
The roof is above you.
Well then, I need.
I mean, you can see the edge of the overhang.
The moon is out, right? It's like dark nights already because it's winter, or no?
I mean, it's getting dark.
It's a big moon
by this point.
Is the moon out in its full glory?
I mean, there are 2 of them, and one of them is out.
Is it in the right house?
But it's like out as in it's visible during the day as well.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go outside. And you say the roof at the top's kind of flat?
The roof is pretty flat. It's slightly sloped, but it's pretty flat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all my scrolls, my bag, and all my crystals. I'm gonna misty step up onto the top of the roof.
Can't Tabaxi just climb?
I can, but I just wanted to misty step it.
Being flashy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna start reading through this book of engineering. Like, what is it? Yeah, an engineer's perspective on warding, and I'm gonna mess around with these dragon lair crystals I've got with my mage hand, and I'll be taking notes on a certain thing that Ewan knows about.
Yep. Okay.
I'm experimenting.
Okay. Yes, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I have that in my bag, and I still have the fucking giant's tongue and eyes.
All probably rotting away, surely.
I think the dragon hide would be good, but I think
dragon hide would be.
but the giant parts are definitely not.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we made
cool.
armor out of dragon hide. That's sick.
You could do that. Yeah.
That's sick.
Kensei, Alistair, anything you wish to do?
Just wander around the house for me. Just wander, have a gander, explore.
Okay.
I'll probably just.
Okay, cool. So Alistair, you wander around the house. It is pretty big. You come across like a small games room area. What looks like a craft and painting workshop that leads out onto through a door into a balcony. You kind of wiggle through the kitchen where you can see servants busy cooking away the dinner. Your nostrils fill with the smell of very strong spices. You can see large pots of pasta being boiled, kind of like tortilla sort of looking things being made up into what appears to be a very large and meat-filled quesadilla. You wander through some of the top bedrooms, mainly that hallway which you've been through before. And knowing you kind of sneak into a couple of the bedrooms, have a look what's up. But yeah, you have assessed the threat of the house. You know some of the various escape routes should you need them, as I imagine would be in the forefront of your mind.
Everything is
But yeah.
a threat.
Everything is a threat. Kensei, are you out in the gardens? Anything in particular, or just?
Probably not. Just trying to find somewhere peaceful. Meditate for a bit, maybe.
It's pretty easy. You managed to find a spot. It's kind of like not quite a rock garden, but there's a lot of decorative rocks and stones with a small pond, and you can hear the trickle of a fountain that's pouring water in. It's a kind of a steady stream, and you manage to find a nice flat rock that overlooks, because obviously you're on the top of a very, very large plateau that overlooks the town. And whilst you can't see the city below, it's mainly obscured by the height, but what you can see upon this kind of hilled area is the purple Ravenwoods that extend to the horizon, and with the setting of the sun, is it rise in the east and set in the west? I think it is, isn't
That was
it?
a perfect.
Hey, it's your fantasy. It's your fantasy world, man. You set what you want.
I know, but I need consistency. It sets in the west now, and there's this orange glow that comes from behind that kind of illuminates the front part of the woods, which gradually goes from like this mixture of orange, purple, and pink into navy, and then just darkness and shadow along the horizon. There's a cool, warm breeze, and it reminds you of home. A little bit, as much as it can. And with that, you have your private time doing your individual activities for the next couple of hours. Alistair, as you're wandering around the house, you notice Leandra return and heading upstairs. And soon, you can smell as the house fills with the odour of delicious smelling food, spices and herbs, all different kind of different fragrances, and the food is being brought into the dining room as Toby arrives about half an hour after dusk, fashionably late, and dinner is called as you all gathering back together, finding time to slip into something more formal should you wish to, and then make your way down to the dining room where you had breakfast for what could be a very awkward dinner.
Oh god.
And that's where we're going to leave it this week. I'm joking, of course. That's where we're going to take a break.
Like, what?
Sorry guys. I forgot to plan the rest of the
Getting more and more
session.
concise with these sessions.
I'm joking. That's where we're going to take a short break.
Guys.
Did you actually think I was going to end it there?
Yeah.
My eyes literally like as soon as you said that, my eyes got like.
I'm too desperate to play Among Us. We had to cut
Wait,
today short. So that I
are we
could-
playing Among Us after this?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think
that's
Oh
we
the
yeah,
plan, but-
we did say we would.
Why did you say that to the fans? Now we have to stream it.
I mean, I'm
Oh.
down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
The power of editing.
Let's not make that promise
Yep,
on
no,
a video,
no,
please, for the love of God.
Oh, wow, we're making promises. Jack, we're playing Jack's game. We're playing my game. Promises game.
I hate you. At least he didn't mention the alien one. Anyway, we're going to take a break there. We're back soon. Hopefully, I won't forget to unmute it when we get back.
Oh.
Hey! Turn off the goddamn TikToks. TikToks! God damn you, though. Fucking Gen Z. Yeah, I don't know. I don't actually remember. I think you might be. Oh, I think you might be. I think it still counts as. Okay.
Fucking hell.
And we're back. Where we left off before, you guys had chilled about the house, doing your individual things to waste the time. And you are now making your way down to dinner.
Yeah.
So,
this is going to go great.
you head down stairs and into the dining room that you had breakfast in this very morning. And much like this morning, the room is just filled with the smells of all these different fragrances of spice and herbs. You can see large ceramic and metal dishes with various forms of pasta. Alistair, that large quesadilla that you saw before is in the centre of the table, almost like the centerpiece. You also see some more kind of like what's the term, like small dishes?
Hors d'oeuvres.
No. Tapas. It's basically like tapas. There's kind of small dishes around of just various kind of roasted and fried vegetables, meats of different kinds, very spiced, and some cooked into different meals like pies and etc. You can see Leandra sat at one end of the table at the head, and Toby is sat on one side of the table, and is finishing a glass of red wine as you enter into the room. You can see servants again, about 4 of them lining the edges of the room, just kind of stood and waiting patiently in case they are required for anything in particular. As you step into the room, Leandra, who's sat at the end of the table, speaks to you. I'm glad that you could all make it on time. Please take a seat and eat to your heart's content. We have wine, some ales and ciders, or non-alcoholic beverages for those of you that prefer such drinks. So you can see that there's a little bit of awkwardness there.
I will not be partaking in the clouding vision liquid.
Clouding vision liquid. I'm only referring to alcohol as that now.
The clouding.
I call it clouding judgment.
As you say that, Toby has already filled his glass and already finished. Is in the dregs of finishing it.
I'm gonna go sit on the other side of my mum. My mum.
Good to see you all. I'm glad that you all could make it. You must be the ones that Aeria didn't manage to introduce.
Oh yeah,
to
she didn't
me.
meet some of you.
Alistair.
He kind of looks at Alistair and points and says, "Oh, so he's the cute one."
How did he meet?
He's the mysterious one. I said.
I like mysterious.
He's the mysterious.
Come sit next to me, pretty boy.
Yes! Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Like a look of.
Leandra kind of looks over. Toby, behave yourself, please.
Is to
These are our guests.
destroy Deck November.
Right then. Following off that inside joke.
I love
Okay.
how someone in this party says one thing remotely flirty, and we all are like, oh, dick jokes.
Dick, cookie boy.
We are so base. We are so base.
You know what's funny?
We've been in
Dicks.
lockdown for months. Allow it, okay?
Fair enough. Anyway.
Well, you know, speak for yourself.
Oh.
Anywho, moving very swiftly on. You're going to go and sit next
It's gonna come back
to
around
your
in a couple
mother.
minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware.
I've got my pen fucking ready, dude.
I've got my mind.
Yeah,
poised.
I'm gonna sit on the other side of the. I'm opposite Toby on the other side of, Leandra.
Okay. And the rest of you?
I guess
You're going to take some. Are you taking?
I guess I'm gonna sit next to Toby then.
Yeah, I'm
Who's invited me to sit next to him.
He pours a glass of wine and kind of slides it towards you.
I knock it back, just straight away.
I'm refraining.
Yeah, I know you want
I'm
to go
refraining.
somewhere with that. I know.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Alright.
You can keep a lot in your mouth. Anyway.
I'm done. You're killing me.
And every time he says something like remotely sexual,
All I'm doing is giving it back to you.
I know.
At this point.
every time he says something, I just give Aria a look of really,
Have you done it?
really.
I'm just like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, blame Ellie for this. She's the one that wrote these characters into
that's
existence.
it's part of
So
the Alistair and part of the
I just shrug and be like, yep, that's Toby. He ain't gonna change.
What were the notes for him? Horny pansexual. The end.
Not exactly, but if that's what's interpreted, so be it.
I mean,
you
that
know?
was definitely the initial vibe I got.
Aria, but male.
Think like,
Anyway,
Anyway,
so you are free to take the meals that you wish from along this table, and servants come up and will take any kind of drinks orders that you have and bring them out to you, whatever it is that you wish, within reason probably.
Reason? What's that?
And Leandra kind of waits patiently until you've kind of begun to kind of settle in and take some meals from the tapas available and the other kind of meals on the table. Unfortunately, your father will not be joining us tonight. He's not feeling up to it.
I wouldn't have assumed anyways.
Well, he did want to come down and see his daughter, but the illness takes a lot of his strength away. So how are you finding the food? Excellent. Am I right?
It's just like I remember. Very good.
Wonderful.
Guy's just shoving it in his face and he just turns around and is like,
I take that
Yes,
as a yes.
it's some of the best food we've had in a long time. Thank you.
Yes.
Right.
Been on the road quite a bit.
Well, no expense spared. Not in this household.
Are you okay?
Yeah, there.
You're right.
Yeah, fine.
So, if we could maybe talk about Queen Cecilia. we are obviously, unfortunately, not many of us are people of note. It would be hard to get an audience with her. So what would you advise?
Please. Business later. We need to catch up, you know? So, Arya, what was it you were saying about Mamad earlier on when you came to see me?
Toby, you know I love you very much, but we are here for business, unfortunately. I'm
This boy
sorry.
be a stirrer.
You're not telling me you came all this way
This boy be stirring that
for
shit.
business.
Well, we did
Uh,
not sure about Aria, but we did.
It was the main purpose, yes. Not that I'm not always down for fun, but unfortunately
She's-
this time.
Been talking about career.
Well, that wasn't the impression that I got when she arrived, but
She's always been
things
talking
can
about coming
change.
back to Ravenwoods since we met her, so it's very much part business and part enjoyment.
What did Toby say to me again? Sorry. Tell me about what?
what you were saying about Mama when you came to see me.
You fucking shit.
Oh, that.
I was saying that she is exactly how I remembered her.
How about some ocarina?
He didn't even wait for the awkward silence.
Wait a second. Oh my god. Are you going to be doing anything special for Fiera de Morti, Toby?
Well, I thought that we might hold some small events during the day at the Raven's Butch, and see where the night takes me.
It sounds like a good plan to me.
I'm a spontaneous man, Arya, you know that. I can't make plans, I see where the wind blows me.
Yes.
So lovely.
What about you? Are you going to be staying for a while? You can't miss the festivities.
That entirely depends on what we can do about our business. If our business calls us elsewhere, then unfortunately we may have to leave before it. But it depends.
What kind of business is this? When did you become so uptight?
Well,
No, Toby, she's become mature.
Well,
I don't know about mature. But, I just, been out on my own and I've had to, look after myself and, yes.
When a city's population relies on our decisions, it's a lot of weight to be carrying around.
So, getting back to the matter at hand, we would really love if you could help us, perhaps, find maybe an audience with the Queen.
Please, remind me what business brings you to request an audience with the Queen.
The kingdom we came from is currently being held by the Fortians. They need help, they need allies, and we're here as emissaries, if you will,
On behalf of
of the city.
which city?
Oh,
The capital?
My
Seal
apologies.
City.
City.
And who exactly do you speak on behalf of? Lest the rest of the coast heard, the your royal family was brought to... Well, their lineage is no longer relevant. So, what ruler
Concerned
do you speak on behalf of?
citizens of Soule City.
Cross King Duncan, Father.
We were sent here by the advisor of King Duncan, one of his war generals, I believe it was.
Oh, does he have an advisor called Hugo?
No, it's a she.
You know that motherfucker's name.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'd say I wrote it down as well.
Talking about Edith.
If you don't remember an NPC's name, they're not
Oh,
important.
she
Talking about Edith Birch.
Ah,
Edith Birch. Yeah, it was Edith
Yeah.
Birch. Yeah.
There you go. Remember.
Oh, bitch. Yeah.
There's a
Memory Malik.
Advisor.
Memory Malik on the case.
There you go.
Ah,
Yeah, Remy Malik.
Rami Malik.
I see. And do you have anything in mind as to what you would seek in assistance?
An ally.
soldiers,
Armies.
allies.
We're trying
yes.
to big enough for push back the 414s. One city and one kingdom can't do it on their own, but if we can get multiple, it will help immensely.
It is in.
Because at the moment, the 414s are pushing forward, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped anytime soon.
It is
So we
in
believe
your
it would
best
benefit
interest.
Queen Cecilia to help us in order to prevent the 440ans from coming too far north.
And you come to me seeking what exactly? What is it that you're requesting of me
We
An
need
introduction
and this
to
family?
power that can help us.
guidance on how to seek an audience, perhaps your wonderful influence in such a high position of nobility.
Insider information on what her favorite instrument is.
I'm going to
Yeah,
assume
good.
it's not the ocarina.
Everyone's favorite
and-
instrument.
Thought that maybe your position that you could help.
You know that when it comes to these sorts of matters, that knowledge and contacts is not a... well, it is a resource to be sold. If you come to me with business, then we must make an arrangement.
What
How about
kind
the
of arrangement?
414s not coming to the kingdom?
Alistair, please. What sort of arrangement?
Well, before we go into anything like that, I'm interested to know a little bit about the people that are journeying with my daughter.
What do you want to know?
That depends. Yes.
You seem very familiar to me, looking at Alistair. There's something about you that
Did I see you in a bathtub with my daughter?
I can't place my finger on it,
Oh.
but there is something familiar. Who exactly are you?
What do you mean?
I'm just curious.
I'm nobody. I've travelled with Fera Carta for many months. There's not really much else to me.
Interesting.
Please, if you want to ask more questions, I'm more than happy to answer.
No,
Oh, insight, motherfucking check.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I'm shit at them, but I gotta.
I'm knocking back wine as this exchange is going.
14. I'm on Leandra, of course.
Okay. She is sealed tight.
Okay.
Very quickly, her kind of head shifts towards Alistair. I never expected my daughter to be in the company of a man of the cloth.
Stranger things have
I think-
happened. Oh, can you hear me?
Sorry, yeah, it was just delayed again. That they have? And where exactly did you train?
Back at my home. Kingdom of Dayford.
Your armor is very expensive looking. I take it that you know those with money. Perhaps you are from a noble family yourself.
Well, my second name is... I am a de Axton, if you do know them. But I can assure you, I did not use their money. I used the money I made of my own to do it.
I know of the accents, not personally, but I know of their connections to the church. It is an honor to have one at my table. She kind of sits back and looks just across the table. Toby at this point is kind of sitting there just watching.
Hey, Toby's like, all the tea.
She leans back looking over at the whole table. My daughter tells me that she's told you of her secret. I trust that you understand what a dangerous secret it could be, should it be released, and the kind of danger it would put her in.
The gravity.
I also take it that you will take that secret to the grave.
We would never intentionally put Aria in danger.
I can assure you, we will protect her, if need be.
We've gone to hell and back for her, one may say.
Guy mutters under his breath, literally.
Well, you see, I have met many people who make many promises, and seldom do they keep them and put in a position of stress.
We are not many people.
I wasn't taught many things from my family about being a noble, but one thing I have learnt is a thing stronger than money is a man's word. And if he loses that, he is not worth anything. So I can assure you that you have my word that this secret is safe with us.
Well, I put my trust into Aria and her decisions as to who she informs of her secret. And I trust in her judgment. If she thinks that you are to be trusted, then I trust her. But as a mother, it would be wrong of me to not inform you that should you release such information, there are no ends of the earth that I would not hunt you down and
Oh,
see you swinging off of a rope.
Mama,
Don't worry, I've got an entire nation wanting to kill me. One more person won't matter.
This is new information. This is wonderful to be learning over the dinner table.
Yes, very interesting information. Please, expand.
I really think this may be the time for some ocarina.
I think so too, Storm. That sounds like a wonderful.
Wait, what's she talking
To
to?
you, I think.
To you.
The Forfoitians?
A whole
My name
nation.
After you.
Well, I was talking about the Forfoitians. That's what
You better tell them that.
I'm fucking from the Church of the Eight. I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge they're trying to wipe out my religion.
Better
Yeah,
explain that then, because I thought you meant your home. I was like, flipping
Yeah,
egg.
same. I thought
No,
you'd
no,
be
no,
home
no,
when
no,
it's
no,
dead,
no.
yeah.
I explain the Forfoitians and me
Okay.
being the certain religion I am.
So, Yodomir, enjoying?
The wine is.
Quite delicious.
Truly
Yes,
wonderful
yes,
food.
yes, yes, yes.
I'm just drinking wine.
I am getting the impression, Mama, that in order for you to help us, we're looking for you.
What is it you want? Whatever it is, please.
Well, if you insist on getting an audience with the Queen, it is not impossible. And it happens that I had some dealings with her cousin, Prince Enzo. He owes me a favor. I was hoping to save it for another time, but I am willing to part with it. He would only act as an intermediary, a recommendation so as to gain access to her court. But in order to truly have a chance at an audience, she must want you there. His suggestion alone is not enough. Have you considered anything you might offer Her Majesty?
We have considered a few things on some
I was banking on
intel we
chocolate
have
stuff.
received.
Well, we know that Celia is very much into arts and music, but
This is why I've been brushing up on my ocarina skills.
It's ocarina.
I will be honest with you. She will likely execute you if you play that instrument in front of her.
I
What?
look at Ira's mother and I'm just like, do you have any information of what she might want? You seem to have connections with her. You might know certain things.
I do not have connections with her directly. I do have connections with the people that are within her court,
That's what I meant.
but she is well, she wants for nothing, so it would need to be something of extreme cultural or monetary value.
would Franca be able to help us?
It is, I guess, not impossible, but she already has the ability to get whatever she wants. If she wants a painting from Franca, she need only say, I wish to have a painting, and she will have it.
What about information?
Such a gift would be rudimentary.
Wait, cool. Never mind.
Are you so certain that the ocarina is frowned upon?
I have never been so sure in my life.
I literally just look over to Alatrine and I'll just be like, if you feel like stabbing someone, now would be the perfect time. Just heading over to Storm.
Say it out loud.
Toby, who's sat next to you, splutters into his glass of wine.
I look over to Toby and I give him a little wink, and I see him laugh.
You see a little bit of a blush across his face.
I know how to flirt with crazy people. I've done it multiple times.
What do we have to offer Cecilia?
They're bloody brilliant from the sounds of things.
How about her kingdom not being invaded? I think that's pretty big.
Not good enough.
Do we have any particular
When your city's being overrun.
artistically valuable weapons that we might be able to give her as a tribute? Perhaps even suggest an arts festival in her name?
You wish to organize an arts festival?
Oh God, don't!
But it would have to be. It would have to be something of incredible extravagance, with celebrities across the coast.
Well,
A small art installation, for example, would not please her. Trust me on that.
Is there something that she's into, like?
Music, art,
Art music.
things that she cannot purchase,
That is
things that are not easily accessible.
what I'm saying.
Guy looks at you. He wants to argue back, but his mouth's full of food, and he's like,
I mean,
I-
that's not a bad idea.
"I will not be sold."
Guys,
What about some of your feathers? Not
I
saying
take
no.
great pride in these feathers.
That's not a no.
Would you be willing to part with a few for the sake of saving an entire city?
I would consider it.
I feel like
Are you suggesting offering her feathers from your friend?
I mean, how many Aarakocra feathers could she?
Guy, he moves his chair back and produces his wing out at full, stretches it out as wide as he can to show off some of his feathers.
I like to think he just knocked over a wine glass. Being all good.
Well, let me offer you this. When you are in her court, if she wishes to have his feathers, she already has them. I do not know exactly what you have been through
One of those.
during your travels with my daughter, but I can assure you that against armed elite royal guards, you might have a problem if you
What
decide things get a little violent.
What about if we offer her a favour? If she needs something done, I'm pretty sure we can do it.
That's more like it. That sounds...
Being in someone's debt is not what
sounds like something she might accept.
I want to do, but
We have been in worse people's debt.
It's true. I still think there is some merit in this festival, even if you think the ocarina will not be appropriate. We still
stream. Stab
I'm just
him.
gonna look across at Storm and just be like,
I'm going to go relieve myself. I will be right back.
I don't want to know what you're gonna do.
You just hear the ocarina just flying down.
Very well. The lavatory is through the door just here. Follow it down and you'll see the sign.
I will only be a short moment.
you're saying, Mama, that if we get Prince Enzo's favor, that will help.
Well, he already owes me a favor.
Oh, I see.
I can
So
put you in contact with him as part of the favor he owes me.
No.
He will act as an emissary to get you into the court. But
Once we're in, we need something.
that doesn't mean being part of the court does not mean you're granted an audience per se. So you would need,
Something
she would need to
Okay.
want you to be there.
for attention.
Say we just offer her a favour. She needs something to be done.
Yes, I think we take a
We can
leap.
do it.
Offer her a favor of her choice.
From each of us, perhaps.
It would be better and more cost effective.
You are asking for military aid in a war that is far from this country.
It's getting closer.
It will not be far forever.
But first they have to go through the clan lands.
And when they get through them, they'll get to you.
They will not make it through the clan lands.
You should not bet your future on things that you hope will not happen.
I know a lot about this continent.
They've already broken through the front. They've already broken through the front lines.
They broke.
Many of
They,
most of which.
from what I have been told, they invaded an already weakened country with a lackluster of a leader who couldn't even give a speech. I fear not the 514s. If they wish to come into Val-Aeria, they would have to pass through the Ravenwoods or through the clan lands, and it is not an easy place to traverse with such a large force.
What is in the Ravenwoods, Mama?
These, of course.
I can't start
Not-
going back.
It's not
No, I
the impression that I got growing up.
Who knows exactly what is in the area, my dear?
Something worthy of the attention.
Perhaps.
Oh, what?
But I do not recommend going in to try and find something to take. There is a...
We have entered forests that we have said to have not been able to leave. I'm sure we can do it.
The Ravenwoods are off limits. If you enter them, you will have not my help.
What is the value of something like a dragon's tooth? I imagine
Do
they're
you
quite
have
rare.
such a thing?
Perhaps I do.
That I've... If the dragons were real, then yes, I would see that that would probably be something of interest.
Oh, they are real.
They're real, Mama.
Very
Are
real.
they?
I'm tempted just to get out of the
Well,
hive.
you've
and
got
stand
6
up.
people here telling you
Four
they
hives.
are. We fought one.
And they're much, much worse than that particular dragon. And if
Mama,
we do
there's-
not have a united surface, then we will all be doomed.
Oh, I see, you're liberals. I understand now.
Always comes back to politics.
Mama, think of father. He can't defend himself. What happens when they do get here?
You're talking in hypotheticals just as much as I.
I do see your point. However, we now have something that is of value to offer Queen Cecilia. So we understand that we need her help much more than she needs us.
That could work. I'm sure that would interest her.
But
Do you only have a tooth, or do you have the entire skeleton?
we only have.
Unfortunately, we don't have two teeth.
We have
And
some
It's a shame.
hide.
Is it?
We have hide, but
Hmm.
it's not
Could we make her a dress
you had-
dragon? Like, that would be artistic.
It's a shame. If you had more than that, I'm sure it is something she would mount in her throne room. That would really get her
dragon
attention.
said.
Room.
Well, Mama, have you heard of any rumors of dragons flying around?
Now that you mention it.
There was one the other
Here
day.
we
He
go.
was lovely conversationalist.
Yes, I've seen 6 ancient dragons flying over. They call themselves the concave.
Whoa.
Let's go find Rusty.
Copyright.
What? You're considering beheading us?
I'm kidding. Let me just shoot Ben a message.
Yeah, you-
We behead Rusty.
Is it
So,
okay if
so,
we
so, so,
behead
so, so.
Rusty?
Come on.
Bad idea.
You could try that. I cannot guarantee your success.
We have.
Like I said, it needs to be something that cannot be procured anywhere. Or at least extremely rare.
If that fails, we always have our favour. We can give them.
And don't forget, we have other kingdoms that we can go to for help. Bearing in mind that it will be just as difficult as this one. We have other places we can seek help.
Well, we are here. We may as well try,
need-
right?
All this is in this kingdom to
I think we need to brainstorm what might get her attention. Mama can get us in, but after
So we
that,
have an idea of what we're going. Well, I look at Ari's mother. You still haven't guaranteed us that you would give us the favour.
Quite right, I have not.
So
What
before
would you like
we,
in return?
Well, if I do this for you, it does come at a price. I want you to do some things for me.
things plural.
Yes, things. This is a large favor I am giving you. Having a key figure that owes you a favor with connections to the royal family is no small favor.
What is it you want us to do?
Ravenwood has its fair share of troubles as of late, and you have plenty of time.
Do we though?
Yes.
By my estimate, we are running out of time.
Yes.
Well,
and if we don't
I
get this
just
favour,
so
we're going
happen-
towards-
I just happen to have it on good authority that the Queen will be making a visit to Porto Minor in the next few weeks.
where?
Where? You cut-
Porto Minor. They are unveiling a new sort of ship, one that will revolutionize trade across the coast, they say.
We're going on a
The Queen will be there to bless the maiden voyage.
Where is it going?
I am unsure of its destination. I believe it is traveling to a port in the Kingdom of David, or to the free city of Deep Bay, perhaps.
Keep out of
The destination is still being decided. Depends on how well the ship works.
I do
But she will be there to bless the voyage.
sounds like we could do two things in one.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was under the impression that the coast was fairly dangerous.
That is correct.
Isn't it a little unwise to send the Queen to one of the most dangerous places in the kingdom?
I don't think the Queen's going. I think she's.
My dear, we live on the coast.
I mean the actual
This is a-
coast, like the actual.
The water? No. She's there to bless the maiden voyage. She's not going to be on the ship. There is Her Majesty would never step foot on an experimental piece of machinery. She is there to bless the voyage as it sets off. She will not be on the ship. It is a skeleton crew, from what I hear.
Are you saying that we could catch her there?
That is where she will be. But she will not be there yet. Of course, the date is still being set in stone. As, things are working out with the engineering.
Have no time to wait on the whims and
What is it?
no.
Well, I'm afraid that you will have to. The world does not revolve around you. You're talking about a war that has no influence here.
What are the favors that you wanted to ask of us?
I have nothing specific, but I know that there are problems around Ravenwoods. And if you could be of assistance, I'm sure we could call it even. I know that Bosco has a couple of issues that he has been having on the road to the west.
What kind of problems?
Disruption to trade and caravans.
From who?
And some sort of from trolls, I hear.
We have dealt with trolls in the past. I'm sure we could achieve that.
From what I'm told, they're not like ordinary trolls.
What's the difference?
Oh yeah, we've.
I don't know, I've not seen them.
Alright, we'll
That is the information I've been given.
deal with the troll problem and anything else that you might want us to do.
I do have a question for you that revolves around a problem that I may have witnessed.
That is?
I saw carts full to the brim with corpses. I am not sure what is happening, but that seems like a problem to me.
That it is. We have been experiencing a small
What, like in Soule City?
pandemic. I don't know what you're talking about, but if they had a disease there, then I suppose. I don't know what you're referring to.
It did not seem like a small pandemic to me. There were many, many bodies, carts full of bodies.
Well, seeing as you seem to know better than I, perhaps you can give me some insight into it.
Well, like I said, I am merely relaying to you what I witnessed.
You are correct, there is a problem.
How long do you know has this illness been going around?
A few months. Of course, Aria would know all about it. She was snooping around our room, saw a letter. Weren't you, my dear?
Why change now?
Wondered if you've been snooping around anything else.
You know I probably scoured this house top to bottom growing up, right?
Yes, I'm sure you found everything.
I don't know. Maybe you've gotten good at hiding stuff. Maybe I've missed some.
Just bury his face into alcoholic drink.
I like and
Yes,
when
I
I
never-
say this, I like intensely keep eye contact with her.
I never could hide presents from you.
Ocarina?
I keep going like,
Got into that.
Now you come to me for the ocarina.
could investigate this for you. We're already investigating something similar in Sim City.
Yes, I was going to ask if there was any suspicion of origin, seeing as something that seems very similar was happening in Soule City.
Not that I have had to relate to me,
Hmm.
unfortunately. It just seemed to happen.
Interesting.
God, guys. So, deal with the
So the
stroke
chat.
problem and investigate this plague. Anything else?
Yes. I ask only that you help where you can. That is my condition.
I'm sure we can fulfill that.
Well, excellent. Now that is settled, how about a dessert then?
Ooh, lovely.
Tiramisu!
Bring it in. Yes. You see some of the servants come out and they begin to move plates away from the table. As the table is mostly cleared, a few moments go by and gateaus, cakes, gelato of different flavours are all brought out and placed on the table. Please, tuck in.
Guy like picks up a big bit of like gatto and like pulls it towards him, and he just looks at it and is like, "This is going to be extremely bad for me," and just digs into it.
This scatter's just so naughty, but oh, it's so nice.
I've never seen him eat something without a bug in it so fast.
I take the gelato and I basically get a spoon with a bowl and eating it garlic hot. I whip it round until it's a liquid, and then I slurp.
Oh, hasn't it? Have any of you seen those videos of cat trying ice cream for the first time when they get brain freeze?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Aw.
imagine Storm.
Anyway. Alright.
That's why I whipped it about.
Yeah, probably.
Live and breathe the memes.
So, the dessert is brought out. You're able to consume and eat to your heart's content. Toby, who kind of is having some ice cream, kind of turns now very, very tipsy at this point, verging on like drunk.
Yeah, of course he is.
So, earlier you mentioned that you wanted to talk to Mama about
Oh
something.
my gosh. Pick something up and throw it at him.
Where would you?
I just.
You.
He just like he just wipes Gatto away
Oh
from
yeah,
his
that was a
face.
table knife. Why would you do that?
I think you've been spending too much time with Alistair.
He gets a serviette and begins to wipe it off, and you can see him like picks up a spoon, begins to like fix his hair in it. I spent hours doing my hair, and you have ruined it.
Oh, I think it looks better like this.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well I think you look better like this.
Oh no!
And he throws a handful of gatto
I just
splatters
I
across
just
your
take-
face.
I just take like a bowl of gelato, push my chair out, and just start eating it in the corner, just watching this go.
So I asked Ravenwood, are you sure you want to do this?
No. No.
Not in my
Do
house.
not.
I will
Not
do
again.
it.
Arya, put it down. Toby, stop it.
There is no reason.
Are you going to embarrass us in front of our guests?
Oh my
We've
Really?
seen
I'm
much
pretty
worse.
sure she's
Don't
already
worry.
done that already.
We'll continue.
I don't know how I have managed to stay so sane, raising the both of you.
Fine.
Now, are we going to eat our dessert or wear it?
I think they made that decision already.
Pretty good. Okay, can I give him that? I'll get you later.
Well, now that dessert is finished, how about we retire to the lounge and perhaps have some drinks there and not wear them.
But they're so nice, Mama.
That would be a pleasant idea.
Yes, we're done with dinner.
Talking of wearing
you.
dessert,
Jesus
Skayak's beak is just coated in a layer of gatto.
You've got a little bit of something here, Kayak.
He just does a little like.
So the servants come out and they pick up the rest of the meal and begin to take it out back towards the kitchen door. And soon the table is cleared as Leandra gets up and makes her way out through towards where the hosting room is, where you originally sat down with her last night.
I'm gonna just hang back with Toby for a bit and kind of just get his head in a headlock and just be like, no. But I want to kind of fall behind the group a bit and kind of just speak to him before we go in.
Ah, my hair, Arya, please.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll take you 2 seconds to redo it. It's fine.
Well, that went better than expected.
Really? Mama still seems to hate me.
Didn't that there anymore.
You truly surprise me every day, Arya. To be honest, I was prepared for the both of you to start throwing things at each other, which I must admit would have been rather entertaining.
No, I'd much rather have a foot fight with you, don't worry.
Well, if I wasn't so dressed up, I think your friend likes me.
Ah! I think he does too. I would get to know him a little better.
I think I will. I think I've talked to him.
I think you should. Quick question though.
It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well.
Why?
Yes,
I'll tell you
please.
that now.
Why, whenever I bring it up, Mama never likes to talk actually in the
About what?
what is actually in the Raven. Mama never tells me.
Arya, you are more likely to know than I.
Really?
Yes, I genuinely believe that.
You always scared me as a didn't dare go near them. Well,
Well, it's a bit of a scary place.
no, why am I not out? It just seems so weird. It's a forest.
Maybe it's the unknown. You're not afraid of it, but what it might have inside, what it might contain. That's what scares me. You won't catch me dead going inside there.
Serious family.
Yes, we do have some family problems.
Have you heard from Luke?
Oh, no. I know that he came to visit about a month or so ago, but you know, sometimes I think he likes you more than he does me. At least he can respect you.
I doubt that with every fiber of my being.
No, you're probably right. He never did get over that scar.
Nope. Yes, I think he's not ever going to be my number. Still, I wonder if maybe it might be worth reaching out to him. He's in the army after all.
That's true.
Not that he'd help me. Alright, let's join the others.
Before we do, I did have something to ask of you.
Look, you are perfectly capable of flirting with people on your own. You don't
No.
need help with that, it's okay.
I know I don't need your help with that. Please, come on.
We need to get the horny jail set up pronto for this boy.
Yes.
Look, I am hardly surprised that she never brought it up. You know, Mama, she seldom entertains superstitions. But you know that, you know the old Percival manor?
Yes, the one that burnt down.
Well, yes. Well, I had a patron come in yesterday evening, drowned himself in gin, and said that that evening he had walked past the manor and something called to him. He swears that in the window he saw a young woman, but after a blink was gone. It's not the first time either. Over the past few months I've heard people talking about how they heard crying and strange lights. The worst part is that, well, there are a few people that have gone missing. The rumours say that they all walked the same way home past the manor. I told Bosco, but he says it's likely they were attacked on the way home, and is investigating those angles. Apparently, superstition is not enough to risk sending the watch into a house that could fall down at any moment.
It's bizarre to me that the house is still there. I mean, what stopped them from tearing it down and building something else?
I don't know, perhaps it's just superstition.
Well, we are a crazy crew. We could check it out.
I thought you might. I know that you're not as quick to dismiss the strange and weird.
Oh, yes. Strange and weird is what we do best.
I am only quite. Am I here right now? Everyone's.
No.
No.
It's just Aria and
Just me and
Toby.
Toby at the moment.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
I'm hiding behind
He
He's just been
drops
standing in the
invisibility.
corner, like, oh, hi.
Thank you for telling me.
I thought you might be interested.
Very much so.
Now we need to get into that room because I want to see Mama get drunk.
Me too. I cannot wait.
Don't tell her that I told you this, but she had 4 glasses of wine before you even came in. I think she was nervous or something.
Fly fox. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come.
Shh! Don't tell her I told you, yeah?
Tell you. Inside voice, Toby. Come on.
What?
Cover his mouth and drag him into the room.
Okay. So you head into the guest room where everyone is congregated. I'm going to take a 5-minute break there.
Yes.
Oh, I just came back from most of the toilet.
So we'll be back in just 5 minutes. In 5 minutes.
Yep.
nose.
we're coming back now because they only got an hour. Yeah, I know.
So much drama.
Hello and welcome back.
Are we unmuted?
That is a good question. Yes, we are.
Oi.
You are unmuted.
Maya isn't.
Maya,
She's deafened as well.
Just keep
can
digging
keep
her
her
cat.
head.
Is her camera frozen or is?
No, it's not.
No, she's just
She's
Chilling.
TikToking.
on her phone. Someone ring her.
Yeah, there we are.
Per head.
Sorry.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so where we left off just before that break, you guys were heading into the hosting room. And Leandra comes in, just goes over to one of the cases and takes out a few bottles. One with a kind of like a bulbous one with a almost completely see-through liquid in it. Places it on the coffee table. A kind of almost like cuboid shaped one with kind of think like a Jack Daniels sort of
Nice.
bottle with a fairly dark brown substance, and then two bottles of wine, one rosé and one red. Places it on the table along with an assortment of glasses, and a jug of water.
Where's the milk?
No milk.
Take water.
Why all this milk, eh?
As she's setting up, a servant comes in with a metal teapot and places it on the side, and you get the smell. Some of you've not smelled it before, but it's smell of coffee, which is quite a rare substance.
If you don't mind me asking, why are you tainting the
That's
water
right.
like so?
Tainting?
Why? What are you doing with the water?
Oh dear.
Brewing. Have you not drink tea or the like?
Have not drank tea, especially never seen tea this void. Like,
Well, do you eat flour and eggs,
yes,
or do you eat cake?
I have done all those things. Yes,
Well, you can eat flour and egg, I suppose, if you wish to, but you can also eat cake, which is
Let them eat cake.
a combination of those ingredients. So perhaps think of it like that.
I will be distrustful of this alchemy.
Okay.
I tr-
A wizard of the
You
blade
do not.
gets scared.
You do not have to drink it, but it is not alchemy.
I will try some of your alchemy.
Please stop calling it alchemy. You are not allowed any of it now.
Alright, Roy.
Oh,
Calm
no.
down, Roy Mustang.
So, I
Yeah,
trust that you are satisfied with the outcome of our discussions.
Somewhat.
Suspicion? Yes.
You came here to discuss business, and I feel like I've been more than fair in my offer and conditions.
Agreed.
Yeah.
If I was in your position, I would have done the exact same.
I appreciate that. It's good to see there's at least some acknowledgement. It is indeed a significant favour, and under normal circumstances I would not be offering it out. Certainly not for what I have exchanged it to you for. I would certainly request a little more, but when there is blood involved.
I suppose we have Aria to thank for your generosity.
So what you're saying is we've got mate rates.
I'm not familiar with that term, but if that means that you know someone and therefore get a discount, yes.
The friends and family discount. Mama.
I'm not familiar with discounts. Never required one.
We're rich. We buy everything for the price.
Well, Toby, it's been a while since you've visited. Yes, well, I could not refuse a dinner date, could I? At such an event, it's not every day that we have a welcome home for Aria. How are you finding it being home? I imagine it's so boring compared to everything else you've been doing.
Only a little. You know I've always loved this city.
You promised me that you were going to tell me all you've been doing.
And I intend to do so.
Okay. I love stories.
I mean, we could be here for like literally the last hour talking about everything we've done, but I will tell him about, I will leave out that I was sent to the abyss, obviously. I'll leave that
I went
part
to
out.
hell for a little bit. That was nice.
I will leave that out, but I will tell him about, about Soule City and the kind of stuff we did there. I'll tell them about the witches in the woods. I'll tell them about our journeys to the Underdark and the lava city, and that we've met giants and all kind of manners of creatures.
Are you going to tell him that we may have been the reason Soule City burnt down?
I will
leave
leave
that
it out.
No.
So, Toby is sat there like almost really fully involved and entertained by it. Leandra, on the other hand, is sat there like a concerned mother. You notice her kind of like tapping her foot, and every time it progressively gets more and more dangerous, you can see.
And then there was an elephant and it sucked off Kensei's face.
Well, I think that's more than enough stories for tonight.
That's why he wears a mask.
It was just getting to the good bit.
It gets better.
Leandra,
Yes.
might I ask how you've met your husband?
You might ask. You might not receive an answer though.
How did you meet your husband?
Well, it is a long affair, but
You were having an affair?
An affair?
no. Calm your minds. No. Well, he was a young and handsome bachelor.
Oh, here we go.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you carry on, Mama. You carry on.
Please.
He was a young and handsome bachelor.
I see Aria's uncomfortable. I just pass her a drink. Just like.
I met him at a ball. I was young and quite beautiful myself, but I still am. Let's be honest here. and you kind of stand to the edges of the room and wait for a man to come and ask you to dance, and I stood and I waited, and I'm very picky. And a few men came and I thought, no. And then Warren, I don't know, I think it was his smile. Yes, I think it was his smile. He just had this way of looking at me, and it was like he had undressed me right there and then.
That's a lot
It
of
truly was.
information.
Probably trying to see what you have on you.
What was that?
Please
Nothing, Mama.
continue. Ignore my associates. They hear the first thing about sex and burst into uproar, please.
I'm sure they probably got that from Aria.
Yes.
I think it's probably
Well,
because they've
he-
never had sex, to be honest, but continue.
Speak for yourself. I have a wife.
What?
That came out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Maybe it's this water, but I am speaking it more clear of tongue.
But anyway, yes. He was undressing you with his eyes.
Continue, please.
Yes, well, skipping over that, he asked me to dance, and I did, and it was like the world disappeared. He was very, very light on his feet, I have to say.
And you talk about us bursting into laughter.
No.
And from there we met up a couple of times, and I didn't realize at the time that he was the heir to the Ravenwood estate. I found that out after the ball,
So,
and we just, things went from there.
so you're from a noble family yourself?
From money.
Nice.
My family had connections.
Would I know the name?
Well, where are you from?
Oh, far from here. But I do have connections here.
Oh, really? Someone I might know?
Maybe not.
I know a lot of people.
I doubt these are the kind of people that you, such a high lady, would associate yourself with.
Oh? What such people?
People who are rather secretive.
You would be very surprised.
Maybe. If you do not wish to tell me your family name, please. Oh, no pressure.
Well, it matters very little now. I am a Ravenwood. Very inquisitive.
I'm just curious, by nature.
Curiosity killed the cat.
But satisfaction brought it back.
I like this one.
Me too, Mama.
Aria, why can't you bring home girls like this?
She choked on a drink.
Ah, yeah, Arya, you should find a woman like me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there, Aria. Not getting
I am
sick, are you?
just choking on the magical thing called life. Yes. I'm fine.
How very interesting. So, I'm getting a bit tired. I think I should retire for the evening, unless any of you have anything important to discuss regarding our arrangements.
I think it's pretty clear. I cannot speak for my companions. How do you guys have any questions?
I have no questions.
No, it seems pretty clear to me what we have to do.
Okay. Then I should retire for the evening. Please try to keep the volume to a minimum, unless you wake your father. Evening,
Thank you
Toby.
for a wonderful meal.
Thank you for your
Anytime.
hospitality.
You're welcome anytime. She turns in a very different atmosphere, her leaving the room tonight than last night. She disappears beyond the threshold of the door, and you hear her footsteps up the stairs fade away, closing of the door.
I can relax now that she's not here.
She was much nicer today than she was when we first met.
Well, alcohol helps, doesn't it?
Yes, very much so.
So, what do you guys make of what we have to do?
It's simple enough.
Yes, I don't think we would have too much trouble, to be honest.
Killing a couple of, was it trolls?
Yes, maybe investigating this plague
Yes,
seems to
killing
be
trolls
affecting
and
not only my father, but others as well.
Yes.
That is what I don't like the sound of too much.
Me neither.
Yes, if it's anything like Soule City, then this could be very bad.
especially with what we know now, where it's coming from.
Exactly.
But beyond that, once we have, hopefully, Mama's favor and we get into the court, have we thought about what would be the best way to get Cecilia's attention?
Something expensive.
Could just shout Fera Carta
I
and
mean,
like,
we need to fascinate her.
I mean, we do have the dragon tooth. Yeah.
Fascinating enough.
We do have the dragon's teeth. But what if she thinks they're fake? What if she's like, I want proof it was a dragon
We can direct her to where the dragon's corpse is.
in the Underdark?
I can.
Actually, it's
do
not
have
there in it
dragon
because it fell into the acid, so it wouldn't even be there.
I wasn't affected by
After
the
it fell
acid.
into the acid.
Oh wait, no, it's resistant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. True, we could give her directions, but I doubt she would want to do that. Sounds like effort.
We have the hide to prove it.
it's true.
We also have 3 people who are versed in how to speak to and charm nobles.
True. Very true.
Alistair, perhaps your charming ways might seduce her.
Damn it.
Maybe.
Damn it all.
Although I do get the feeling if I try, I will get beheaded. Or at least leave with less
Depends
digits.
on how charismatic you are.
I'll play you off with the ocarina.
That will
One,
not
I'm
help
going
at
to
all.
break your ocarina, I swear. One day, I will break your ocarina.
It's magical. You wouldn't want to do that.
Storm is going to take a level in Bard.
Don't do it.
That would be
Don't
great.
tempt
That
him.
would
He'll
be
do
great.
it.
Please
You
do it,
madman! What have
Jay.
you done?
Please.
No, she's not
You,
tempted.
you absolute lunatic.
If he does that, he won't get wish.
Uh,
Yeah,
Bards
that's
have
true.
wish. Bards have
And
wish.
we all know the
Wish.
real
Yeah, but
reason.
you can't get up to level 9 if you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, with the homebrew rules.
No, yeah, that is true.
Oh yeah,
Bards
I
can have
remember.
Is
First
it?
stab for a spat dive.
Because if the both
If it's in-
the spellcasters can cast it, you can cast the spell. And I know bards and wizards can.
Ah, so we can both
Okay.
wish. Is that that's probably commonly done, isn't it? A wizard and a bard.
Nope.
Is it not? Oh, is that very?
No, Bard is it's not on the Bard's spell list.
But didn't Scanlan use it?
Yeah, but he probably did it because of it was probably through something else.
Fair enough.
As in like one of the specific abilities with bards.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
I mean, wish is not really that versatile anyway, if you think about it, with the way it's used.
I mean, the way that it's traditionally meant to be, like its original concept is that it just replaces any spell.
Pretty much, yeah.
So as you're having this conversation, all of you kind of just see Kensei moving towards the doorway, and then kind of stepping out. You can see that he's trying to be quiet about it, but
Not very well, not very good.
he's not very versatile with, you know.
Jingle
Light
jangle.
of foot, as one might say.
And that was without
You-
disadvantage.
Are you going anywhere, Kenso?
I'm just going outside to get some fresh air.
How do you breathe, huh? No, there are holes in that mask.
How do you know I don't breathe through my ass?
Can I insight check that?
Yeah,
And
I'm
while-
joining on that. I'm joining
And
on
while
that.
Aria is
do
distracted
that
by
as
the
well.
arse comment.
Oh my goodness.
I probably get nothing.
Oh, you do
I don't
breathe
know,
out
you-
of your ass.
roll-
I believe him.
Roll a d20 and add the relevant modifier, whether you're
Oh, hang on. Let me go back
Truthful
down
or
the chat so I can
lying?
actually see what they rolled. Who
Well,
I
me and Gaiak don't know shit.
Okay. Okay.
just roll a d20.
Gayak's got
and then...
gatto in his
think-
eyes.
I
He can't
think
even
that's
see
right.
properly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
mine is actually technically a 9 because I have an ability where I can't roll lower than an 8, but that's still fucking shit.
Yeah, mine's technically a 20.
I secretly get 32.
Okay then.
I actually roll my attack instead. So
This is going to be interesting.
You can literally roll like a 9 and still get a 19. Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant.
God,
Wow.
Brilliant. Zero.
just happened.
I think the only, yeah, like, wow.
That
Of course.
just happened and we all witnessed it.
oh my god, that was so perfect.
And the thing is, you'll never know which it was. So, on the one hand, I'm a terrible negotiator. On the other hand, I'm a terrible liar.
The best thing is though, you're wearing a mask, so you'd think that it would be harder to read you, unless you roll a 0.
I'm lightheaded.
Start sweating. It's like,
He's got the
Well,
anime
okay.
beads of sweat going
Are
down his
you
face. Oh, it's mask.
are you being are you being truthful or not?
No. The fucking 0? No,
I
they
think,
see right
to be
through that.
fair, I feel like we would know Kensei by now and know that when he starts acting weird, something's fucking up.
Yeah, and we haven't figured out what it is yet, but we know
We
that
don't know
there's
what
something
that
going on.
something is, yeah.
May I go now, or am I still under inquisition?
Why are you leaving, huh?
I don't want to be around anymore of these awkward conversations.
Why is it awkward? You went to hell and back from me. Are we not friends?
Yeah, it's awkward.
I'm not going to judge you.
No, but it reminds me of too much of politics.
Home.
Kensei.
I could say home, but politics in general.
Kensei, how long have we been together now?
I don't know. Let me pray to my
Oh,
God.
God,
for the
how
moment.
long
Let me
have
ask
we
him.
I mean,
Put his hands together.
including so Like, well, how long do you think?
Like 3-4 months.
Probably no, like maybe 2.
Oh, I thought
If that.
we had a month in Soule City at least.
More or less, yeah. But that was basically the entirety of the game.
It's only been a month.
month and a bit.
What?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Mayor,
I can
Mayor,
check exactly.
I didn't play. At one point, I didn't play for about 4 or 5 months because I was working. When I came back to the game, like a week had passed.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's what happens.
I thought Gaiac had been on this
one-
big journey. He had just been gone for a week.
Okay, yeah, you have been together for just nearly coming up, so about 1 month, 20 odd days,
Wait, that's every
25 days. Yeah, everyone. From the beginning of the campaign. But you had a period where you were in the abyss, and that period lasted 3 months in the real world, but that only counted as like a couple of days for you.
That's so weird
So
that
me
to
and
us.
Storm will have been there even less time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so is
Less
what you're
than-
taking from
Less
this
than a month.
is that Alistair has seniority over Storm.
It's so weird that to us, less than 2 months ago, we were in a fighting pit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Well,
weird.
Yeah.
You've been
true.
busy, man.
Shit happens.
We need to travel more.
Anyway.
I don't feel so bad
Yes,
about
2
not
months.
traveling worldwide now because
We've actually gone pretty far, to be fair, in the time we've had.
And we have experienced the Underdog. But anyway,
Yeah, let's.
What the fuck was happening?
back.
So
Kensei's trying to leave the fucking room.
Kensei
Oh, yeah.
untakes his hands away from the prayer positions. And says, oh yes, now I remember.
Yeah, so, Kensei, how long were we together?
just into 2 months apparently. Unless you want
And
to count the time in the abyss.
in that short time, think of the places we have been, the things we have done together. If something is bothering you, and I feel it is more than you are telling us, you may share.
If it's any consolation, for once it may not be something for me.
Look, we all have our secrets.
It's not my secrets I'm worried about this time.
Even so, some more than others.
Whose secrets are you worried about?
People.
not obvious.
As long as you promise to fight by our side, see no problem with you walking off. As long as you know one day we will find out a secret about you, and like Alistair says, we will scrutinize it to the ground.
That seems fair.
That's a lovely way to encourage him to talk, Alistair.
I'm not trying to encourage him to talk, I'm just letting him know.
Well, I'm trying to encourage him to talk.
Me too. I mean, I can say, you know, we've been together.
Encouraging him to talk is like trying to get blood out of a stone.
We will find out eventually.
Then I
And
will do it.
if it's something that we can help you with, then please.
It isn't something to do with me, as I said.
I have my guess, but it's not.
Then by all means share it with the group, and while you do,
You will.
I will take my leave.
Well, it was all spurred up from talking about Arya's recent revelation. I assume you know
I will find out how he keeps his hair up so neat.
something.
It's been, we haven't taken a
One
bath
day.
in almost 2 months. How does it still look so silky smooth?
I need to know.
How does he look like Geralt from The Witcher so effortlessly?
Alistair, were you watching from under the bath?
Let's skip right over that one.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yes, that one.
Not sponsored.
Okay, so are you're heading out of the room then?
Yep.
Okay.
Exit stage right.
Where are you going?
Do I see the one I tried to the person I'd used as a go-between?
Mm-hmm. Yes. They come back down. He comes back down from upstairs and comes to you and says, Lady Ravenwood will see you upstairs. Take a seat by the windows and she will be out presently.
Thank you. And I'll follow his instructions and go upstairs.
Ken says your dad.
You do so. You do so. You do so.
Everyone's
taking
dead.
a seat. Taking a seat on the white armchairs that face out over the front of the estate, and you can see that there are kind of like glimmers of red and orange where lanterns are being held by guard that patrol the grounds during the evening, and you can see some of the oil lamps that light up some of the particular areas around the front of the estate. And a short while later, only a few minutes, Lady Ravenwood comes out of the door to their bedroom. Still in her black dress, her hair now kind of like flowing down as she's taken it out. I was told that you wanted to speak with me.
Yes, my lady. Is there a chance you might speak in private?
Is here too public for you?
Are we standing in a hallway?
You're standing, basically at the top of the where the balcony is, and it's still in the same room.
Have you met your daughter?
Yes, I understand.
L's face right now.
Why don't we take her down to
Oh
one
my
instead?
god, guys, stop.
She walks across the balcony, opens the door to the library, begins to walk down the stairs inside, taking out a key and opening Warren's study. We can talk in here. This is about the most private place in the manor. Closes it behind.
And just to make sure that none of them followed me, I'm going to look around the room.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You don't see anyone.
If Alistrine's following me, there ain't no way that was good enough. Christ. She could be hiding behind the curtains. I know.
She could be. She could be. What was it you wished to talk to me about?
First of all, let me say that I'm not like my companions. I don't really like to mince words. I prefer to get to the heart of things. So if I seem direct in this discourse, I beg that you don't take it as offense. It is simply my way.
Okay.
Do you hate your daughter?
What kind of question is that?
I told you I'm very direct. I don't like to beat around things.
Okay, let me rephrase the question then. What gave you the impression that you needed to ask that?
Nothing. I don't think you did at all, but your daughter seems to think otherwise.
I am aware. No, I do not hate my daughter.
Do you love her?
Yes. She is my daughter.
You know what? For fun, I will insight check that just for fun.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially you could tell she's being honest. She doesn't. You don't see any signs of dishonesty. She's been very direct.
If I may, I don't I don't wish to insert myself into your family affairs, but Ariane is a companion of mine, and to see her in such distress is discomforting for me. And I believe for several others in the group as well. I understand that in the position you are in, you're not used to being honest around many others. The game of politics leads many to treat deceit and lies as typical discourse.
Yes, it's dangerous to tell the truth. It's not a choice.
But she is your
It's
daughter.
survival.
I think
Yes.
in this case it is best not to see her as anything like that. Anything to do with your position, and simply see her as someone who needs to be told she is loved. And that may not be the most exciting way to a grand gesture, but it could not hurt for her to simply be told that she is cared for, and that her family does not hate her.
I do not claim to be the best mother in the world. I never have. But I have provided everything I can. Taught her things that she will not ever know that she was taught. And I have kept her safe, and if she hates me because of that, then so be it. I would rather her hate me and her be safe than her love me from beyond the grave.
I understand perfectly, but I think the time where you need to protect is gone. It's the point where she needs to be able to protect herself. She's gotten to the age where she'll need to make you need to make the decision whether you want her to or not, and when you're gone, you will protect her then. She needs to learn her own power. That being said, the role of teacher for you is open. Care.
I extend the same message to you when I say, do not resent me for...
I'm not sure how to
Shut
answer
the
that.
fuck up.
Wow,
Oh my God,
Kensei is really offended now.
What the fuck is up with this phone? This phone is so fucking stupid.
Imagine if
Didn't
Aria's
say
mum.
anything.
Imagine if Aria's mum just said that to Kensei.
Anyway,
Shut the fuck up, boss, dude.
let's jump back in. We got like 20 minutes.
Go.
Fucking hell, that's really throwing me off. Fucking hate my phone. Don't buy Android. Oof.
Yeah.
That's a negative endorsement. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. Please don't.
Business to
Shit.
Android.
Yes. Don't resent me when I say the same thing about being direct, but you do not understand the things that are at stake, and that it is not as simple as giving her everything to protect herself.
I didn't say you had to give her everything. I'd say you need to give her love.
I think the time for that is also long since gone.
I think that is a response to avoid having to face it. I understand.
She has resented myself and her father for many years.
No, I didn't.
And I don't see that changing.
I did not say it would be easy. But if you really care, then the effort will be worth it for the eventual payoff.
You speak like you have children.
It doesn't say anything.
I appreciate your advice.
You're most welcome, my lady. Though, if I may also improve further, something else I wish to ask for. Business related, if that is okay with you.
Yes, please.
Have you ever been to the Drakenloft?
No.
Have you ever known?
Not.
Sorry, carry on.
I've not been there. I know of them, and I know people that have spent time there, but no, not myself.
Were you familiar with the previous king there?
I am familiar with him, yes, but not. I don't know, or I didn't know him before he passed.
You aware that he had a daughter?
Yes.
Being as connected as you are, has there been any word this daughter where she might have gone?
It is a little bit of a complicated situation. There, like I said, I myself have not visited, nor have I been in their court. But it is important to keep an eye on powerful political figures. Some years ago, a long time ago, the old king married an elf, and well, they're quite if you've ever met anyone from the place, you'll know that they don't take too kindly to well, they don't take kindly to those that aren't that don't fit the description of those around. It's not quite as diverse as here.
So my companion has told me.
Yes, they had a daughter. The others, the other jarls that ran some of the other islands as part of the kingdom didn't take too kindly to an outsider being part of royalty, and so there was a civil war. That is when the king died, and his half-breed daughter and mother disappeared, and that is all anyone ever knows.
Do you know how long ago that was?
Years?
Yes, how many years?
I would need to think. I'm not sure. Between anywhere from like a year ago to 5, somewhere like that.
Do you know how old the daughter?
We got news of their disappearance a fair while after the change of power.
Hmm. So you wouldn't happen to know the daughter
No.
thing about her?
No.
Hmm.
Only that she would be half human.
One last question. You
Yes, please.
being so steeped in mannerisms, did you know what the standard greeting for Draco is?
Well, between them or to an outsider? To an outsider, it's usually a blade.
Between them, I suppose.
A firm grip. That is all I can say. I'm not versed in their customs.
No words need exchanging there.
No. They're people of few words.
Mm.
At least the ones that I've met. I hear that die and give us everything you have are their favorite ones.
Mm. Yes, I hope I can say they were correct. If I may, is there perhaps someone in town who might be more well versed in these sorts of...
In their culture, or someone who's been in court?
Someone who would know well about the recent history, especially.
Well, you not in Ravenwood. You'd have to visit a port. We have immigrants and those expelled from the Isles that live on the coast, as well as the remains of where they used to raid.
Hmm.
But not in Ravenwood. We're too far west.
Damn. Oh, thank you for your time with this.
I hear that Cecilia has someone in her court that ranked highly in Drakenloft. An ambassador, I believe.
Mm. Good. Well. Thank you very much for your time.
I'm glad that I could help.
Good evening to you.
Please take care of my daughter.
I feel most of the time she's able to take herself.
For the most part, I would agree, but I think she can sometimes be her own worst enemy.
Though her sense of judgment could...
She never did learn that. Thank you for your counsel. But I must return to bed. It's been a long day.
Good evening, my lady.
She opens the door, waits for you to leave the study before locking it, and then makes her way back to her room. What do you wish to do?
I'm going back to my room.
Okay. The rest of you are still in the host room. Is there anything you wish to do?
Let's burn this place down. Let's just burn the house down.
I'm going to read.
Just gonna drink.
Gaiax carving another snail shell. Well, as like they talk and drink and whatever, he's working very hard at a little shell.
Yeah, I would probably have a few more drinks and chat with Toby for a bit, and then as it got later, probably just climb up to the roof and just chill on the roof.
Okay. As it kind of gets to around 8 or 9, some of Toby's servants that have come with him to the manor help him back into his carriage, and you watch it kind of leave the estate, pulled by his horses back towards his own manor. So you're heading up to the roof.
Yes, just to sit
It's
on
a
it
warm night.
and just stare in the direction of the Perchstead Manor. Get lost in thought.
Okay. And the rest of you?
Just my reading.
I was just
no.
gonna go
Bit of
finish off what I was drinking.
explanation.
Okay.
Finish off what I'm drinking, and then seeing that Aria's left and I haven't given her a gift yet, so I'll just wait until tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just when everyone else has started sort of drifting off, I'll go to my room as well and retire.
Okay. Now, Shreen.
Just go to bed.
Okay. So, with the awkward dinner out of the way, and having come to some sort of compromise.
That's the only type of dinners we have, mate.
Coming to some sort of compromise with Leandra Ravenwood, you've secured some form of deal to meet with Cecilia, albeit only someone to introduce, and now you require something of worth to give to her. In addition, Leandra has asked of you to help around Ravenwood where you can. But with that deal secured nonetheless, and having laid back and relaxed and had a few drinks, or as relaxed as I suppose some of you can be, others deep in thought, eventually we'll retire for the evening. Full bellies, wondering what tomorrow will bring. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh.
No, there's still 9 minutes left. No!
It's too late.
It's only 98.
I've said the words.
Quick, someone! Quick! Quick, someone tell
Guys,
us
quick,
your
stop in the
entire
middle of the
backstory.
night.
Alice's door. My gift, please.
Oh,
No,
actually,
no, that's fine.
Actually, wait.
Oh, wait, what?
What?
Aria,
Oh god.
as you head back to bed,
Oh no.
You're stabbed repeatedly in the back.
I was only kidding.
you head back into your bedroom.
Mm.
Opening the door, you feel like a cool breeze wash over you. And you can see the curtains just blowing. Roll me an intelligence
Oh
check.
god.
Alistair, what have you done?
Oh no. I was only
Just
kidding.
reminded me is all.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know, I'm kidding.
I didn't do anything. I just took a creepy book
Okay,
out.
you're looking. You're taking a second
I just read a cursed
to
book.
to watch. Hold on. And you don't remember opening your window.
Oh shit. Okay, well,
Fuck.
I've immediately got my dagger in my hand. And can I see does anything look like it's been disturbed?
Roll a perception check.
Anything's been moved, anything's been opened. Toss the bat. 18.
18?
Yeah. Cool.
You're looking around the room. You also don't remember making the beds.
It was the maid.
Okay.
A very tidy burglar.
And as you kind of look closely, looks like there's something under the sheet. Like something just small, like a small, like, maybe like fist-sized kind of lump under the sheet.
Check for traps.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything that looks like this might be something that's rigged to in my face if I do it, or just
Okay.
try and see if anything's suspicious. But placement, investigation. Oh my god, 10.
That's not
Okay.
good.
You're looking around, trying to see any kind of telltales of traps or the like. Nothing stands out to you. It just seems like your room, but there is just this weird, strange thing underneath the sheet.
Okay. Alright, well the window's open, so if I need to make a break for it, I can yeet out. I've got my dagger in my hand. I'm gonna do the thing where I'm like kind of like leaning back but also edging forward at the same time. And just go boom with the sheet. Rip.
As you rip the sheet off, there's just a rock
Oh,
under the sheet.
rock.
Like
With a
just
bomb inside it!
hand-sized rock.
What is your deal, Mr. Rock?
It's a mimic rock.
You prod at it, it's just a rock.
What are you? Why are you under my sheet? What is the meaning of this rock?
Doesn't do anything.
That's bizarre, dude.
The floorboard creaks behind you.
Instinctively spin and swipe.
As you spin and swipe, there is nothing there. But the door is closed. You didn't close it.
We were in the haunted mansion the whole time.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, as you turn and swipe, looking at the door, this kind of sense of confusion, there's a stinging sensation as you feel a blade being pushed into your ribcage. As you turn, you see someone shrouded in dark leather armor. All you can see is like kind of the slightly tanned flesh around the eyes, a mask over, a hood across. The dagger pushes into your ribcage. You take.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Is it Rosen sister? What is this?
You take. You take 7 points of piercing.
Yep.
Poison.
And 10 points of poison damage.
That's a lot of damage for a stab.
As you turn and look into the eyes of whoever just pushed this blade into your ribcage, and that's where we get the session.
No way!
God.
I'm so glad you reminded me of that.
We got to establish, is Aria in her own room? She bunked
I'm in
away.
my own
Aria's
room,
in her
yeah.
room.
She's in her own
Son
room.
of a bitch, we didn't hear none of this.
Yeah, it's very unlikely
Nope.
that we would hear that, I think.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, who's gonna try and kill Arya?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's the hobgoblin I'm
It's
killing.
the
There are a lot of people that
It's
would want us
fucking,
dead.
it's
Is
fucking
it?
Toby, I bet. It's always the one you
What?
least expect.
Hands. Yeah.
What? Why don't? Yeah. What's the difference between a hobgoblin and someone with tan skin?
No, there's big difference. Yes.
Not red skin.
Yeah, it's not red skin, but
Did
tan.
it? Did it?
Oh,
it was
I'm
a,
kidding.
it was
One's
a
a bad
massive
man.
stretch, but would I recognise the eyes?
I'm not going to tell you. Session's over.
Oh my
Fair
god.
enough. Fair enough. Oh my
I'll
god.
read between the lines on that comment.
Oh my
Can
god.
I insight check you, Ewan?
Yeah. Bullshit on this.
Well, thank you very much
Oh my
for watching,
God.
dear listener, and you guys for playing.
Yes,
Uh,
thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Another rather roleplay heavy
Oh, I
session.
don't want to miss next session. No.
Oh shit, you won't be.
Oh yeah, you'll miss it.
Curse.
But
You thought HBO was the only
Who
stuff drama
knows?
like this shit.
it sounds like there might be something a little bit interesting happening at the beginning of the next one. So we'll see you next week.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Bye.